Carl, what's the worst present you've ever had?
You see, we don't really celebrate birthdays in our house, so...
What? Where are you from? What planet are you? What do you mean you don't celebrate birthdays?
Are you here from another world observing? Like, trying to blend in, but not quite managing to pull it off?
Not that fussed about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's...
Yeah.
My mum and dad's are on the same day, and I think that just was like...
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
And their anniversary, and...
Well, they got married on their mutual birthday.
But Carl, can I just...
And Christmas.
But Carl, there's a difference between you saying...
What do you mean their anniversary's on the same day? Of course it's on the same day.
Yeah, and the birthday.
But Carl, what I mean is that you say that you don't really celebrate your birthday, but presumably you have received some presents at some point in your life from your parents or anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's play a record.
Carl, have a think about that and we'll come back to you later. Thanks very much. Rick, we were talking earlier about stuff.
True story about a little Australian freed the Scottish.
The stuff that's dying out that I think you and I single-handedly need to kind of resurrect and salvage. Yeah. I thought the trilby was dying out.
Yeah.
I'll surprise you. And yet, watching Top of the Pops last night, Jamiroquai was wearing one. And then lo and behold, Danny Minogue came on. She had one as well. I thought, blimey, there's two people there trying to salvage the trilby. And good luck to them.
Well, that's on its way then. Let them do that.
The trilby's fine.
Let's do something else.
But the bowler hat.
Ah, the bowler hat.
You never see the bowler.
I always fancy myself in a bowler hat.
I love a bowler hat. Carl, would you wear a bowler hat? I know you'd wear a cape.
I did wear a trilby.
You wear a trilby, really?
Mm.
You must have looked like a...
That's brilliant. What? Because you're a Mancunian?
Well, there was a phase, wasn't there, in about 90... When was it?
I think that was just round your way.
It might have been. It was in Manchester.
Did someone get a job lot of trilbies and persuaded you kids? Yeah, I'll tell you what's trendy. No, Sean Ryder wears one of these. Does he? Yeah, go on. Yeah, quid. And then everyone in your street had trilbies on.
But you've never worn a bowler?
Never.
What about Kangol bowler? You might think about it.
Again.
I'll tell you what. I would like to wear a bowler hat in a dark, but I'm worried I look like one of those little fellas off the Home Pride advert.
The Home Pride guys, they've been persevering with the bowler for years.
They still look good in it, though.
They're still looking good. They're dapper guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the Jolly Green Giant. He had quite a distinctive look, which is obviously one I've been thinking of exploiting.
What the little I know the little sort of like a little dress.
Was it corncloth that made up his little skirt?
Yeah.
KP, you were going to tell us, Pilkey, Pilchard, you were going to tell us what tickets are we away?
But it worked for me, you see, because when I was younger, I had a mobile disco.
Brilliant, so did I.
And it was me and my mate Colin Makin, and the disco was called Pilkey's Making Music.
That's brilliant. I mean, that's genuinely brilliant. Pilkey's Making Music.
Guess what? When I first started the mobile disco, and this was when I was about 14, we didn't really go out touring. We just would do it for like people's parties and stuff. We were called the rock and roll DJs.
No, really?
We drew it on some sort of see-through paper and put a light behind it. Rock and roll DJs.
My first disco, I had 2 nights a week in this pub.
What, you ran a disco?
Yeah, this pub near King's Cross, right? And it was just their records, right? And I had to play this number of songs every time, the same time of week. So all the locals, all drunk with dancing and everything. One of them was American Pie by John McClane. Right. And they just sing along all the words, sort of drunk.
And it's about 7 minutes long or something.
Yeah. The other one was Baby Jane by Rod Stewart.
Nice.
If I didn't play that, I'd get lynched. And what was the other one? There was another one that I always had to play. It was a ballad. I have to remember that. But yeah.
So, Carl, do you think, and maybe Ricky as well, do you think you know much about DJing for like, the sort of the wedding party or maybe someone's 18th? Oh, really? Mm. Okay, let me just offer a little hypothesis for you then. All right, the buffet's been served, right? Yeah. People have done some speeches, like it's a wedding do.
Yeah.
So you've already played some records early on, you've stopped for food, you've just played some light backing music in the background while the food's been served. You want to get the party rocking again, what do you kick off with?
It depends. I've already got it down to 2 or 3 records.
Okay, I'd like to hear what they are.
Well, I've got it down to Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
That'd be great. If there's, depending on, or you want to go a bit more modern, I'd probably start off with sort of Will Smith.
Well, careful, Rick. I've got to bear in mind, it is a wedding do, so there's people from age 8 to 80. You got cake for every market.
Okay.
Carl, what about you?
See, this was back in 88, so...
Yeah. Kylie.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what the definitive track is?
Go on.
Oh, What a Night, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Ding, ding, ding. People don't realise what it is exactly. It's straight away. Ding, ding, ding. Bow, down, 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 down. I can't actually play it. But, oh, what a night. Late December back in 60. That leads you straight into a 70s medley, and everyone's loving that. I'm thinking Bee Gees. There's going to probably be some kind of ABBA track, Dancing Queen, all going to storm. You're turning your noses up. I can tell you this, that we got bookings endless. People were going, you're amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I wouldn't have got up. I would have sat there.
Well, you might be, because you're one of those grouchy, you're one of those moody teenagers. Oh, I'm not going to dance to this. I'll tell you, the old ladies would have been up. The people with a decent bit of musical taste would be up.
No, the first person to get up is a fat lady in a dress with bad ankles and a little kid who's got problems and he's in a little DJ.
See, the problem with you two is you're not catering to the market. You're trying to be all sort of bohemian and kind of off, teach people about music and stuff. There's no place for Kylie, not at a mobile disco. Far too avant-garde. All right, kick it in. Grease Megamix.
Play a record.
Come On Eileen. Have you got Come On Eileen? Play that.
What are you going to play?
Love Shack.
Coldplay.
Excellent. Yellow.
Well, you'd never
There's
say
the
that.
excellent single by Coldplay. It's Yellow. Oh, Yellow. That's Yellow by Coldplay. That was the stunning new single from Coldplay, Yellow. All the way back to 1999. When was it? 2000?
It was. No, 99.
Was it?
No, was it?
About that. I used to sell mackerel.
Did you?
Yeah, I had a pet magpie
Did you?
called Maggie.
Oh,
Inventive.
pet magpie. You mean you captured it and didn't let it go away?
Yeah.
Can't have a pet magpie.
But then it got really vicious. I mean...
Well, it was right, let me go. What do you keep it in, a rabbit hutch?
No, it flew around, but it used to just come to me all the time. But then it started pecking me head and stuff.
That's not a pet magpie. That's a bird in the garden.
No, but I could actually, I could hold it and stuff. It wasn't scared of me, and it knew it was me. It used to come down from the top.
It hated you. That's why it wanted to peck you. Is that?
And the other thing, I always remember being younger and walking through the woods to school with my mum, and I was chasing a butterfly, and she said, "Oh, don't do that, Carl." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because they only live a day." I said, "Oh, all right, I'll get a dead one in the morning."
That's genius.
That's great. That's quick thinking, isn't it? Oh,
that's sweet. Let's play a
song. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club and Love Burns, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
My name's Steve Merchant.
Carl, what's your name?
I press the buttons.
That's it.
Carl, I press the button.
Yeah. Oh, bless him.
People are loving the K-Man, aren't they?
They are. People are saying they love him. He's just,
He is.
I think we've created a whole new Will McDonald.
I like to think so.
Yeah. Or Gordon the Gopher.
I used to have a show in Manchester.
You used to host a show?
Yeah, overnights.
What kind of things was it? What kind of stuff?
What sort of tip were you on?
Phone-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
You did a phone-in?
Not a proper one.
What did people phone in about?
No, they didn't. That was what's problem. There was no phones. Go on.
No, just, how things were going and that.
Problems? Were you like an agony uncle?
Kind of.
That's amazing. Imagine that. Imagine sending someone to Carl. You got problems? Is it delicate? We'll go to Karl Pilkington.
Hang on, looks like maybe there's some questions.
We've got a few questions here. What's the one, what's Carl's view on...
Carl, what do you make of nudism?
Who's that from?
Let me just check who that's from.
There's a time and a place for it.
That's from... it's very difficult to tell.
That's great, you see.
There's a time and a place for it.
That is just brilliant. That is Dickie Bird. That's that sort of northern, confident soundbite. What do you think of nudism? Time and a place for it.
There's a time and a place
Would you
for
do it, Steve?
Would I do nudism?
Yeah.
He's not allowed.
Not again.
No,
Yeah.
It's not nice, is it, really?
No, it's not with Steve. He's not allowed on any national trust land doing it because he's caused the death of millions of starlings.
That's true.
There was something on BBC Choice the other night. It's a really short show. I haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Like an odd
it's not a bloke eating cup of soup and then another short show, like maybe someone cleaning their teeth with Colgate, and then a really short show. What was it called?
No, what it was about this old fella who he's into nudism. And he was saying he's done all right.
Did he play volleyball a lot?
He said he's done all right out of it because there's not many blokes who are willing to go nude for modelling and that. And he's about 70, so it's not.
Is there much cry for that, do you think? Is there much demand for a 70-year-old nude?
He's doing all right for it.
Sure. Good luck.
And the odd thing was, you see...
He had a corkscrew penis.
He was just like walking around on a main road in like a seaside town. And
Right.
and cars would...
See, that's not nudism, is it? That's mental illness.
Yeah, he's just a bit dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, one of your favourite programmes, isn't one of your favourite programmes just that one with the hot air balloon? And it's adventures. It just goes, it's like in Sydney, sometimes then it's at a carnival.
His favourite programme when he was little, he used to watch it for hours, was that little girl by a blackboard with two toys.
Yeah.
He used to love that, didn't you?
You enjoyed that, didn't you? You weren't raised as an experiment and you escaped from a laboratory. You had regular upbringing in Manchester and that.
Yeah, I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, honestly.
Where'd you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
And so you didn't go to school much?
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
yeah.
How many holidays were your parents having? What was their income that they could...
No, my dad used to work nights, and he used to travel back, because to Manchester from Wales, it wasn't that far. And
Manchester to Wales?
He used to do 4 on and 4 off, so me and my mum were, like, loving it.
But what Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port
Just
Maddock,
down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed The Prisoner.
right?
Oh, so that's cleared up for me.
Yeah,
Location-wise.
So what did you do then? You were in this little 2-berth caravan on the back of a Cortina estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? What was
Granada, Ford Granada.
it? Ford Granada. What we talking? 1980.
Yeah, 82, 83,
80, right?
84, 85.
Okay. And you in the car down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
I remember Ruth.
It's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's just a holiday camp.
Yeah.
And had an arcade and a beach. I was loving it.
Yeah.
But so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume, I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway. Let's just say, I don't know, you go to school 45 weeks of the year maybe? Generally, most kids?
Nah.
Bit less.
Bit less than
About
that?
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off the summer?
Well, we'll work that out. That's what
About
I mean.
6 off for summer, about 3 for Easter, about 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
So there was there more than was in Manchester.
Did the school authority not come and check you out?
No, they didn't.
Didn't get Manchester, I suppose they didn't care, do they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They're lucky you turned up at all. What did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you know that when you could take in any game?
Just play with everyone else's. Why, I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Well, this
point.
answers a lot. This does answer a lot. The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were talking about it yesterday.
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off for the summer. Yeah.
Anyway.
And did you go to university?
No.
No. Did you go to sixth form or college?
No.
When did you leave school?
When I was about 15.
Right. What, you just went on holiday and didn't come back?
I just got a job early, didn't I?
Where was it? Port Maddock?
Getting there. No, I was a printer. BM Print in Trafford Park.
Well, that's great. That's a little interview there.
Yeah, little
next,
there.
I'll be interviewing Steve Merchant. What are we playing next?
Bit of elbow.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is Elbow. Elbow, Asleep in the Back. I think that is absolutely beautiful. I think Elbow are my favourite new group.
We've sang their praises many times and they never phoned to thank us.
Should they?
Yes.
Do they? Really?
Annoying.
No, they're doing a good job there. I wonder if they found their lyrics. Because I also wanted to write a song from, didn't I? They didn't take me up on that either, Steve.
I'm not sure I'm so keen on them now. Carl, can I have a Jaffa cake? Because I've just found a lump.
I think... You don't mean me, do you?
No.
All right, good.
Thanks, Steve.
Now, we interviewed Carl there. I think we've learnt a little bit more about Carl there.
We did, yeah.
And I'm going to interview Steve now, Carl, because I used to be... You concentrating. Don't put it all in at once.
Carl, chew. Chew before you swallow. Careful. All right.
I used to suffer with that a lot.
What?
Not chewing.
The amount of times I nearly died as a kid.
What? Forgetting to chew.
Choking.
Sure.
Mint Imperials. My mum stopped that.
Drinking them with water.
She'd have to hide them.
He's coming out of his shower, isn't he? He's happy Saturdays. He's miserable all week, and he's happy Saturdays, isn't he? Oh, look at him. It's like we get him weekends.
Yeah.
And he's just happy because we sort of spoil him, don't we? And he has Jaffa cakes and everything. We let him on the
He has to
radio.
go and live with his stepmum again. Don't we?
Oh,
The
no.
ones who listen.
Oh,
say?
really?
Your girlfriend does, doesn't she? I imagine.
She's been away for ages.
I know.
I imagine she just switches off after a while.
But we love you, don't you? We're excited. We talk about you in the week, and we think you're great. So don't just think we're using you as
cheap comedy material. I'd hate you to think that, Carl.
Right. Carl, what? Don't you like us arguing? Is it like mum and dad arguing? Do you get all...
It's a bit like that.
In the caravan. There was nowhere to escape to.
Oh, no, rattling around.
Did you make any friends when you were down on the caravan site?
Yeah, a lot of people from Birmingham were there.
What kind of pals did you have? What were their names?
I can't remember, it was years ago, but
Yeah.
they all had rich parents.
Right.
like they had like their own car to drive around the campsite on and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Their own fence.
So I'd have a go.
And but they were mates, and you saw them every year, did you? Or every 3 weeks when you went down there?
Yeah.
Oh. You didn't keep in touch with any of them?
No.
I'll admit now, I went to the same place in the Caravan for about 6 years running. I went to a place called Riverside in Bognor, because someone round the corner from us had a caravan, two-berth caravan. Me, my mum, and my nan.
I think I'm really lucky to have had it, really. Because a lot of mates who I had didn't have enough money to go on holiday, and they just get a present for the summer holiday.
Of course, they've got an education, so it swings.
Yeah, but Carl, the thing is with Carl is, right, I want to give him gifts.
Yeah.
I want him to have the loveliest Christmas ever. I want to go pony trekking. Do you know what I mean? I want to just...
Scared of horses.
So many things we don't know about Carl.
Fell off one out of fate, and the woman didn't know what to do. She couldn't handle the horse. It was running off. I was hanging underneath, getting a kick in the head. No.
Really?
Now, hang on, what age were you? 'Cause this could explain a lot.
I was about 6.
That makes a lot of sense. I think we've got to the bottom of it here.
Oh no, got kicked in the head by a horse, lived in a caravan, and had to live in Wales half the time. Oh. No wonder this is your favourite time of the week.
Get a free bet when you bet £5 every week of the Premier League season and a big boost every day. That's Ladisfaction from Ladbrokes. And for extra Ladisfaction, here's the T's and C's Garage Style.
18 plus, 1st of September to 24th of May. Opt-in weekly. Selected Premier League markets. Match 1 free bet per week. Values vary. Restrictions and T&Cs apply. Daily odds boosts. T&Cs on ladbrokes.com. Gambleaware.org.
But also, right, we were playing football, so I can't play football, right? And so we were playing
Was that
football.
just in the office, or?
Yeah, just in the office before he came, right? As well. And we were sort of kicking it back and forth, and I started kicking it a bit hard. And but he was quite good. I said, this is great, right? And we finished anyway, because we thought we'd break some. And I went, I bet you were quite good at football, weren't you? And I actually thought he looked like quite a natural, I thought he'd be good. He's from the north, and I thought that's all he'd have.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Right? And he went, I said, I suppose you're quite good at football. And he turned, the quickest flash, I went, I've scored once. Right? He said, and that's because I was being chased by a bee. And I went, save it.
Yeah.
He went, no, I said, please save it, because I wanted to see that. No, you can continue now.
Please tell us the rest of the story. You've scored a goal once because you're being chased by a bee.
Yeah, you've done it now, really. I was on the...
There must be more to that story, man.
I was in the school team. I wasn't that good as a kid at football, to be honest. Mainly down to, I think it's because my dad wasn't into football.
Right.
And I think that's the way it works, isn't it? If your dad's into it, then you could be a footballer when you're older.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you're into it. And so I was in the school team because I got on with the other lads. And they let me in the team.
Popular guy, yeah. Sure.
And I was stood there doing nothing because I didn't really know what to do. I never knew which way I was meant to be shooting.
Yeah.
I got all that messed up.
Yeah.
I just stood there, right, and with my hands behind my back. And something landed on me, on like this part of my thumb.
You can't just point, it's radio.
It's this bit here.
Right, yeah.
The fleshy bit, the fleshy bit of the thumb, yeah.
And I thought, oh, what's that? And I looked down, and
It was
a bee.
a thumb. Oh, it was a bee, yeah.
It was a bee on me. So I start running, try to get away from it, and bees, actually something interesting about bees, more chance of getting stung by a bee in windy weather than any other sort of weather.
That's incredible.
Anyway, so I'm running away.
And he said there was no more.
Extraordinary. I've already learned many, many things. You're being chased by the bees,
So
windy.
I'm running.
It's on your thumb. Is it still on your thumb now?
It's sort of gripping onto me like a stag beetle.
Clever.
I love it. Oh,
Or a bee.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm running. I'm running towards like the goal.
Yeah.
Oh God! And the ball comes to me.
Yes.
Wallop, get it in.
Brilliant. What happened to the bee though? Did it sting you?
They die, don't they?
I mean, ultimately it died, sure, but at that particular moment, did it sting you?
This was probably about 20 years ago, so I imagine.
No. Once a bee stings you.
So did
that's
it sting
Yeah, but did it sting you?
Yeah.
Right, that was the question.
When did it sting you?
When I was playing football.
Carl, do you want me asking, you say you're on the school football team. Was there just 11 boys at your school?
Well, now you got in the squad.
Listen, Carl. All I mean is, at what point in this story did the bee sting you? Straight away?
After half time.
Play a record, man.
Oh, it's the best.
What was that illness years ago? Right, there was a couple of lads at our school
Oh, yeah.
had really big heads
Right.
and webbed fingers.
And webbed fingers.
And
Sorry, wait. Were that... Hold on, did you find him in a pond? Did they used to be little tadpoles?
no,
Carl, you're not confusing your past with an old episode of Doctor Who, are you?
What are they called, these two?
I didn't mix with them. It was just like...
Of course not.
There was nobody thought anything of it at school.
No,
like,
sure.
Used to it.
Yeah, it's the North.
There goes the creature from the Black Lagoon again.
yeah. He's late.
Brilliant at trigonometry.
He's late for double maths.
Yeah.
But, I didn't think anything of it.
What is it called? What is the disease called where two fellas... Are they...
Not even related.
Rubbish.
Not related.
Were you near a nuclear power station when you were growing up?
Yeah.
You weren't really?
Yeah.
Oh, this explains so much.
This has got a bit
I don't
heavy.
think that's it.
Hey, talking of enormous heads,
Yeah.
you were at the Pop Idol final, weren't you, Rick? You went down there just because obviously Rick's a huge fan of Pop Idol. He wanted to be there. He wanted to give his support.
Quite seriously, there was no irony there. We were
Yeah, he
having
genuinely
a
is a
great
fan of it. And he was, you sort of had photos taken with various people,
Yeah,
didn't
of
you?
course.
Because you were a bit drunk and you wanted to have a memento of it. And it's obviously a picture of you with Fat Man Rick Waller.
Yeah.
But the best one is a picture of Ricky and his girlfriend with Dr. Fox, whose head
is twice the size of mine.
any other head. It's quite remarkable. I don't know how they
barrel. He's a lovely bloke, and he was really nice to meet him and everything. But he looks like an immaculate tan. And he's always happy, and he's
It looks
really
on the
good.
picture. It looks like someone you might see in a carnival who's built a huge papier-mâché head, and he just went like Frank Sidebottom, just sort of walking down the road. It's just incredible.
Dr. Fox didn't used to go to your school, did he? He used to hang around with a mate. They were great swimmers. They were brilliant swimmers. Oh, God. In the week, I called Karl up. I said, how are you, mate? He went, not too bad. Now, as you know, his girlfriend's been away for ages, hasn't she? Covering the World Cup, the African
Nations
Cup. She's a sports journalist.
Well, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love the fact you're thinking, what does that mean? Like, well, she's not much of a journalist, Rick, to be honest. I've read some of her stuff.
No, but she's not on air. She does stuff,
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of journalists do. You always want to make clear that you're not going out with Kate Adie. That's what you want to make clear, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so she'd seen none of the meteoric rise of Karl as a broadcaster.
She's been away for the whole time
a
since you've sort of
raconteur,
become...
a wit, a cult figure, to be honest. And he hadn't told her this, so apparently he went home and she was sitting there, looking a bit grumpy. He went, all right, so yeah. She went, should we go out then? She went, I'm not sure I want to go out with an idiot. Right?
Oh, no!
Yeah. And she went, Loch Ness Monster. Why don't you just think, of course the Loch Ness Monster lives in Loch Ness. And she was giving a bit of a hard time. She went, he said, that's why I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her really. Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right? But my dad turned up anyway. And what happened?
He,
How old were you, Karl?
Well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You used to go to the school you used to go to?
No, but what I mean is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? So I missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
it was all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And,
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings. We
Three Kings.
Yeah. I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of the.
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on the next song.
Right.
And it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of
Tapping along to.
Yeah. Do you know like if I was to go
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with.
Yeah. Do you know that they actually send that into space?
Do they?
And
what, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
Yeah. They do that because apparently it is one of them things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah.
They know that, do they?
Yeah. But anyway.
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Is it true, like, if you send out knock, knock into space, they have to say
Oggy, oggy. That is great.
Seriously.
Oh, hold on, what's something out there? Was a little green fellow? That is great.
Yeah, so anyway,
that is
Little Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't, and I was there and I had the drumstick and I thought, oh God.
The drumstick!
I could feel myself, and anyway.
Just wanting to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do, but it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, and they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? I'm going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
You know, like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now going, boo, Pete Best, but he went...
Yeah,
and they went, whoa! Oh, God.
No, but the teacher just said, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight.
Right.
When you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there,
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so he just turned up off his own back.
I never took the letters home and stuff to show my mum and dad because it just put me off. So anyway, he turned up. Don't know why. He must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up and he swore about me, which
did he?
I don't.
Could you use a word that's
allowed to be said? The word.
Of course it is.
Right. If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down now.
Yeah.
Right. But he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera, filming it, and he said, "Yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on."
Right.
This is so sad.
What was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping him with his bags.
Of course there was, I forgot.
I mean, Mary and Joseph, they got there. Yeah, because it was the hope, you know, because the inn was full. Yeah. But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So he
carry bags over.
Yeah, no, so yeah.
You're right though. I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was. And
your father said that. And how did you know your father said that? Did you hear
it? About it later.
Oh, he told you about it later.
Yeah, I was talking about stuff I'd done at school, and he said, "Oh God, remember that?" And I spoke to him the other day about it.
Right.
And
oh God. So that was the end of your sort of drumming career, really, because it could have been. Yeah. I mean, you know, the audience loved it the night before. Yeah. You could have been like, who knows, a whole new world for you.
Yeah.
Have you done any stuff?
I've never drummed. I wish I had, man.
That's
a movie story, but
is that, and that's why your mum and dad don't know you on the radio, do they?
I think when they were down the other weekend, they had to come in. I just said, "I'll just go in and press the buttons."
Because they could listen on Sky Digital, couldn't they?
They could do.
But you wouldn't want that, would you?
I don't want that.
No. Play a record, and I want to talk to you again a little bit about this later.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, Carl, look, you almost let it slip then as you were talking about your filling out that application form. There's some big news that everyone needs to know, which we were stunned by in the week, although the more we sort of talk to you, the more it starts to fall into place.
Yeah.
But Carl, what's the story?
That I haven't got me exam results from the GCSEs.
He never turned up to get his exam results.
I was working.
And so, how many did you take in the end? Because you weren't even sure about that, were you? You think you took maths and English, don't you?
Yeah.
And you think you've handed in the artwork for art, don't you?
Now, art was continual assessment, wasn't it? Coursework. And what was that you made?
I made a man sort of putting his arms into a car.
You made a model of a man putting his arms into a car.
What was this?
So that one's passed.
Was that this a homage to break-ins in Manchester? Was this? What was this? Oh look, he does what he sees.
Yeah. So you've got that. That's safe. You definitely got that one.
So you've taken art, you've taken English and maths, you think? So this is what we're going to do, listeners. We're going to try and find out his exam results for him and tell him next week.
Live on air.
We're going to call his school, we're going to try and track him down, and we are going to have a little envelope, and we are going to give Karl, at the age of 29, his O-level results. GCSEs, yeah.
Now, Karl, so you took maths,
yeah.
You think, you took English, do you remember turning up to do those? Do you remember sitting in the room filling in the forms?
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you feel you did?
I don't think I did well.
You don't think you did well? Did you revise?
No.
Why didn't you revise?
Because I don't really believe in it.
Okay.
Well, it's just that if you don't know it, then you don't know it. You shouldn't have to start looking at a book. If I went to like the hospital,
yeah,
and the doctor said, "Oh, you need your appendix out," but hang on a minute, I've just got to read up on it.
Yeah,
that isn't good enough.
Okay,
he should know, and that's the way I feel about it.
To be fair, though,
he did do the revision beforehand.
Yeah, they don't usually pass on, maybe when they're in practice.
Yeah, information they took in by osmosis.
Yeah, yeah. And bloke comes in and goes, "Can I just see what you did with that?" And I goes, "You've passed."
Yeah.
Phew. That's a good one. Yeah.
Good job I watched Casualty.
I just like the way, the things that interest me, I remember. Things like snakes not having ears and stuff. Yes. I didn't have to read about that.
No, you just learned that, yeah.
You saw it on the telly, didn't you? You saw it on that Ian Wright programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what Karl said to me. He said, it's actually, I called Karl up in the week, and Reese was with him. Reese used to be on XFM, and he took the phone, and he went, "Karl's worried, I've seen that programme." He said, "Snakes don't have ears, right?" He said, "So you can creep up on them and pick them up." And he said, "Karl's worried." He said, "How'd you ever put them down again?" Because then they know you're there.
I woke up the other night quite late.
Worried about that.
And I said to my girlfriend, I said, "How do you put a snake down?" And she said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That Ian Wright thing, this guy managed to pick up a snake. And do you know that thing where they clamp its head on a jar to get the poison out?"
I do now.
Right? They did that, but they didn't show you how they got rid of it. And I thought, it could really get nasty, because it's obviously annoyed Like you've had its head pressed in the jar.
Yeah.
Right.
They hate that.
Now,
Especially as it's in front of their mates.
when you lift it off,
Yeah.
right, you've got hold of it.
Yeah.
If you go to chuck it down, it's going to turn on you.
It's going to go wild, isn't it?
So, I just wondered.
Well, what you do is you never put it down, Carl.
Yeah, that's why
That's what
that bloke has got about 11 or 12 just carrying him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never put it down. You sling it. Who cares?
You just throw it, don't you, really far.
That's not that. I don't think you should throw.
But Carl, listen, don't worry. We're not asking you to get involved with snakes. We're just asking you now. You've done maths, you think?
Yeah.
Did no revision for that.
No.
Okay. English. Do you remember what it was? Did they ask you about Shakespeare? Did they ask you
I
about
can't
books?
remember, but I must have done it because I thought that was...
It was English language, not English literature, wasn't it? So it was like
spelling and all that.
So was it? No, was it like a comprehension? You read a passage and had to ask questions on it. Was it? Did you have to write a short essay?
I don't know. I can't remember any of that.
Okay.
I did a science.
Okay. Physics or chemistry?
Physics.
All right. Well done. And this is all you think?
You actually took that. You actually took physics GCSE. You think?
You're obliged to do a language, I think. Did you do French?
I did French for a bit.
I don't think you are. I don't think you have to do a
I
language.
think you have a GCSE. I think you've got to.
Well, English quite good. I think that's his language he did.
So you don't know about language, history, geography?
Just what you will find out, won't we?
Okay, but you just can't remember. I can't believe you can't remember turning up for these things because it's quite a big moment in people's lives. It is the thing that you've been working to all of your educational life.
On the day that the things came out, I was working at as a printer.
Okay.
And it was a really busy day.
A lot of spelling mistakes. That
It was
day,
a really
that
busy
paper,
day,
wasn't
so
it?
you're bound to forget.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I had to use gold ink that day.
Oh.
And it's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're
yeah,
not a printer,
yeah.
so you don't know.
No, that's the biggie, innit?
But it's tough. You've got to really get your rollers clean.
Carl, play a record, mate, and good luck with the exam results. Hopefully we'll have them for you by next week.
Ready to launch your business? Get started with the commerce platform made for entrepreneurs. Shopify is specially designed to help you start, run, and grow your business with easy customizable themes that let you build your brand, marketing tools that get your products out there, integrated shipping solutions that actually save you time, from startups to scale-ups, online, in person, and on the go. Shopify is made for entrepreneurs like you.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/setup.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, spread your love. It's time to give Carl... You're actually nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. Just to recap, Carl is 30 this year. He never went to get his results of his GCSEs. So myself and Steve took upon ourselves to phone his school, track them down, and we actually got your results. What did you think you took?
Did English.
Right.
Maths.
Yeah.
Art.
Right.
And I think I did physics.
Okay. Well, you didn't do any of them.
Eh?
You didn't do any of them. You didn't register. You registered for one exam and took one exam and got results for one exam. So I don't know what you thought you were turning up to, or you weren't registered, or you didn't.
You're familiar with the notion of registering for an exam. You have to kind of officially register in order to be eligible.
What do you mean, register? I turned up for a couple.
Yeah, you can't just show up. You have to register for them.
You have to pay this because it costs the school money, so they have had to have paid for you if they thought you were going to pass. You can't just turn up on the day and ask for some paper at the front.
I never got a letter telling me that.
Well, that's because you were never at school.
But you did somehow register or registered for one exam. You registered for history.
It's a topic that you've always been interested in.
I was saying to Ricky before, World War II, I loved it.
Not the actual event.
No,
the
but
study
just
of it.
all the stuff like, about the Anderson shelters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the bombs and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I took it, it had nothing to do with that. It was more about the Tudors.
So the Second World War didn't come up? You mean there were no questions about the Anderson shelters?
Nothing.
That's devastating.
So
what are you expecting the result to be?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's the only one you took and registered.
As far as the school is concerned, or certainly in
Well, it's the
terms
only
of
one
what
that
they told
counts.
us.
It's the only result. It's the only one that counts. Yeah, you've got...
Did you register for yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got certificates and everything.
So what, do you do that before the exam? Do you have to go somewhere and sign something, or...?
Yeah, you don't check your results and then decide if you want to register. It's not like Millionaire, when you look at the question and go, I think I'll take the money.
Yeah.
You go...
No.
But anyway, you must have registered for one, or maybe your teacher put you in for it.
Well, I didn't do it.
They must have been confident. They must have been confident. They must have thought your best bet was history.
Right, so what did they get?
you got an E, which I think, I mean, technically, is a pass.
E?
It's a bad pass, but there's F,
How
and there's
much
You're not going to be doing a PhD.
you can get an F, right, which is fail, and then a U, which is ungraded. Now, I don't know why the U exists, because F means you failed. U is like them going, you not only failed, but you wasted my time.
So
We're annoyed that you took this exam.
So you thought they'd register me to get an E?
Well, they didn't.
I think they were hoping. It was rather like you with the lottery. They were hoping for something better than
You
nothing.
see, I assume that the man who registered for that thought he can scrape an E if Anderson shout was come up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You've got... Now, what I'd like to do, Carl, is... I've started your re-education. You've read a book on Rasputin. I'll be asking you a few questions about that later. I've got another book for you to read next week. Next week,
I'm not in the mood.
What?
Not in the mood.
Oh, come on. Look, what's that? What does that say?
It's that fella, it's the picture of the bloke that he used to use for Citizen Smith.
Yeah? Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quite happy, I think, when he found out that Robert Lindsay was involved. He went, yeah, of course you can. No worries, yeah.
What are your feelings, Carl? What
do you think? Are you depressed?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm sure I turned up for more, so it just wasted me time.
Listen, they don't matter.
I'm sure
you're doing very well. You know, you can educate yourself. GCSEs are merely a step on the ladder to help you, not just for education, but, you know, they're more vocational than anything else. You're doing very well, and you're reading books. Don't worry about it. But can I suggest something? But if you want, I'll pay for you to take history again.
Carl, we'd love to see you get a C or above. And
well,
we're willing
I'll pay
to...
for you, and I'll get you some books. Right, now listen. We can, let's get, I reckon, when are the exams? June?
Something like that, yeah.
We'll try and register next week, and I reckon you can get an A or B.
I'm
history.
Busy, I'm busy.
In history. No, don't worry about it, it's just easy. I get you Brody's notes. If Heat magazine, they love you, Carl. They could probably sort something out. They could probably pay for a tutor. They got a lot of money, they sell a lot of magazines.
I mean, it is always, almost always, and you found that out, I discovered this, it's always the Tudors and Stuarts. There's no fear for them not coming up. Now, what do you already know about them? You must already know stuff about Henry VIII and Elizabeth.
No, because it's too long ago to even get interested in. Do you know what I mean? You can't
Is that why you
relate
didn't...
to it.
Okay.
The Anderson thing, it was like, God, you know, I bet my mum and dad were in an Anderson shelter. You know, this is interesting.
What, when they...
Oh, my granddad would have, like, had something to do with this. But the Tudors, it's like, I don't know even if they had a family back then.
Play a record. If we come back
Hang
to
on,
this.
hang
Sorry,
on.
Steve,
Because I need to introduce my the new feature.
Yeah.
For the
I
record.
don't know if I had a family back then.
Carl, listen, let me just ask you now, right? If you can finish this sentence, we've got a chance. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded...
Died. What is it?
We just need to do a little bit of work, but otherwise I think you're going to be fine. It's how you remember what happened to Henry VIII's wives.
They're little...
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded...
It's like spam. Support... What's it? Support, protection, anchorage, movement. That's how
You're going to... That's nothing to do with the Tudors
No,
and
that's to
Stuarts.
do with the skeleton.
Yeah, see, no, we're not doing biology.
Mnemonics and acronyms.
What happened to Henry VIII's last wife? Did she die, or did she not die? Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded...
Do you know that the only king that has got a moustache is... No. The only king that hasn't got a moustache is the King of Hearts on the playing cards.
What's the record you can play?
I want to resurrect the career of a different artist each week. This is an artist who's overlooked by the general public.
The red card.
This is Amy Mann, and she always seems to get overlooked. This was a single a while back.
Well,
I think it's
one
called
eye.
Red Vines. Play it, Carl.
Fantastic.
You see, what upsets me is the way that Amy Mann,
Yeah.
she's written songs as good as that. She's
Yeah.
released it as a single. She had to, I think, put the album from which that's taken out by herself over the internet. She was Oscar nominated
Yeah.
for the songs in the film Magnolia. She couldn't get a record label. I don't know if she's now got one. And yet there's people like Alanis Morissette shifting
That is
shed
absolutely
loads of songs.
beautiful.
I don't
That is
understand what the
fantastic.
rules are. I don't know why she's
See,
not a household
Carl,
name.
well, there's
What-
beautiful things like that in the world. Why do you care about epoxy
Well,
GCSE?
what did she get for history?
What did she get for history?
Yeah.
I think she did very poorly.
Why do you care? See, I was just going to say, this has backfired a little bit, because Karl is genuinely, I don't know if he's actually upset or embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? You were 15 and didn't go to school.
If you were my friends, I think you would have just said, "Oh, we can't find them."
Why? But you just wanted to know.
What's to do with that?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's ridiculous. Do it again because you want to learn, because there's great things in the world to learn about. Don't worry. Look, GCSE is vocational. Is vocationally for a 15, 16-year-old to go on to do A-levels or whatever, or to get results. But you don't need that, because you've done very well. You don't care about the Tudors and the Stuarts. I mean,
I mean, I've had a couple of jobs, not this one, because you don't need qualifications to get a job.
Obviously.
Yeah.
In the radio.
Obviously.
You're absolutely right.
But the ones that I have got in the past, I did, because I didn't collect them, I had to lie. And I didn't like go mad. I didn't say I had A's and stuff. But I didn't put history down because I didn't even know I did it.
So it's a bonus.
I kind of treated myself to like a D and a couple of C's and that, so it's like, well, he's not...
I love the fact that Karl even then was honourable. It's like, I'll at least put down the ones I think I took and lie, but the ones I didn't take, I won't lie about.
Yeah, and don't give yourself a B. Exactly. If they're going to find out you lied, give yourself a B next time, Karl.
It could backfire, couldn't it? I mean, my brother's a bit mental, and he used to do things like go for jobs and say, "Oh yeah, I've done this before," like being a mechanic, and he's never even picked up a spanner, and yet he'd have the confidence to go and try and fix cars. Well, I'm not that daft, but God, and he.
Who do you blame for this?
That's just an easy way out. I have to blame myself. No?
Yeah.
What was the teacher like?
Well, there's loads of different ones. I didn't like... I mean, the history teacher, it is my own fault, because with her, she was a bit mental, and I used to kind of stop the lesson by saying, "Oh, miss, tell us about your fireplace you've got that is made from a gravestone." Because that's what
that would stop any English teacher in their tracks.
And she loved telling you about it.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh,
I learned that from a teacher.
So that's why I didn't know about divorce, head loss, and all that.
Yeah.
Dandruff legs. Horse, head loss, dandruff legs.
But remember now, divorce, beheaded, died, divorce, beheaded, survived. That's all you got to remember.
And what's that?
That's what happened to Henry VIII's various wives. In order.
What does it spell out?
No, it doesn't spell out
anything. You just got to remember the rhythm.
In order in which he married.
Yeah, but it helps. It's like when my mum taught me the alphabet. She taught me as like a song.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, constant. Yeah. No, not like that. Huh. That's how everyone else could do it, and I couldn't do it that way.
Why?
What tune did she do it to?
It was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Karl, have you ever logged on to Friends Reunited? It was the site that everyone was talking about last year.
No.
Are you aware of the concept?
I've heard about it, but there's no one from school who'd want to see it again, really.
So basically, for those that don't know, you have to log onto his website, and then it helps you track down your old schoolmates if they've also logged on and stuff. And we took the liberty, really, of looking on the Friends Reunited site and typing in your school and trying to track down any of your old mates. We didn't get in touch with any of them, don't worry.
We didn't do that.
We're not going to surprise you with them now.
No.
But I was just interested to know, like, some of your thoughts on some of the names that I could run past you. I mean, these are people from your year. Just tell me if you recognise the names. Alison Birch?
Think I remember her.
What's your thoughts on it? Don't be libelous.
Don't be like no.
No. Posh probably did pretty well in history and that.
Sarah Morris?
God, yeah. Remember her.
Go on. You're grinning. What's the thought? Go on.
No, just she was all right. She was a popular one.
What does that mean?
She was nice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about Darren Buckley?
He was one of my best mates.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What do you reckon he's doing now? Do you still keep in touch?
When my mum and dad were still in Manchester and they had a butty shop, he used to go in because the Buckies was next door.
I love the way you paint a picture. If you did this in your history exam, Karl, you will walk it.
Go on. So your parents had a butty shop. There was a Buckies next door.
Yeah, and he liked having a bit of a gamble, so he used to. I think he works for some insurance company.
Do you think that his fiancée Beth knows he's got a gambling problem? Or that his 2-year-old son Lewis?
No.
Yeah, they live in Cheadle Hume. Cheadle Hume.
He must be doing well.
He's still supporting the Blue Army and frequents the shrine on a fortnightly basis.
Funny thing with him is, right, when I used to stay over at his house, and his dad was a copper, and I remember his dad came down and said, "Right, I want to see you two." I thought, "Oh God, what's happened?" and got us round the table. And he said, "Do you know much about drugs?" So we were like, "What's all this about?" So he goes, "You know, they're not good for anyone. You know, the stupid thing to get into." And we're like, "Yeah, we know." And he went, "You know, do you?" We said, "Yeah." He said, "What's this then?" And he'd found something in his bedroom, and it was a Skittle.
What, the sweet?
Do you know, little sweets with the S on it? And
Oh, really?
Drugs.
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, yeah, it's a Skittle." "Yeah, I know what it is."
Oh, he was bluffing like that as a slang word.
Yeah, he thought because he was a copper, he probably had to be down with all the terms and that. So we said, "Oh, it's a Skittle." And he said, yeah, I know what it is, but what's it doing in your bedroom?"
Oh.
It was like, "No, it's a toffee." So, Darren,
Yeah, I know, it's a toffee, it's a squib, it's a, yeah.
Carl, more people from your past. Debbie Carr?
Yeah, she was another nice one.
What does that mean? Is that a euphemism?
No, she was one of them that you'd sort of go, she's nice, but she'd never be your girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? She was,
Not really.
Even though she was in the same year, she seemed a lot older.
Right.
And
It wasn't a teacher, was it?
There was 3 of them who all hung together, and they seemed to hang around like the older kids, the ones who looked like men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you look like then?
Well, it's just that I had youthful sort of looks, whereas like the older ones had like beards and stuff.
It's the gang of boys in the 5th form with beards. Were they smoking pipes? Go, "Come over here, me filly. Oh, you, Debbie Carr, come over here, you little beauty."
No, but she was like,
I love that. They were hanging around with beards. There's the big boys. Oh, fishing. That's lovely beards. What do you
I
mean?
just see a whole row of George Bernard Shaws. Brilliant.
How do you do in history, boy? Think on E. You're an idiot.
they were like, you know, I'd be there sort of punching people in the arm. Cause we used to play that
Oh,
at
that's a
school.
great game.
Oh, I love that, punch people in the arm.
Is that part of the Olympics now?
it's I think it was exhibition this year.
Right.
But it's
going to be a pro next year.
It's going to be the Winter Olympics because you've got to do it in just a cap sleeve shirt
Sure.
in winter. Yeah.
So you're often playing that?
She, but whilst I
But
was
she didn't
doing
appreciate that. She used to go, "Ow!"
No, I always think whilst I was doing that, they were like the Charlie's Angels, and they'd be sorting out a mission somewhere because they were really like there was something about them that you thought, you know, they're special.
They were private detectives.
What do they work for a man they never see?
Okay, well, here's a name I'm interested in because, well, let me just tell you the name first. Adam Clifton. Oh. Go on, what are your thoughts on Clifton?
He was one of them kids. He was all right, but he had that thing when if you didn't have enough milk, he had like wrinkly hands and like white bits in his nails.
Oh,
Because you didn't have enough milk.
Yeah.
So, therefore, you didn't like him because you didn't get enough milk.
This is not to be confused with the 2 people with the big heads and the web feet, is it?
Web hand.
Well, this was
I
interesting.
know that they weren't related. They must have been somewhere along the evolutionary sort of trail. Do you know what I mean? They must have come from the same sort of stock.
But
No, you wouldn't have liked him. It's just one of them people. He was all right, but
before you say any more, on Friends United, you can leave a little message which explains what you've been doing and what your life's like now. And most people leave maybe 2 paragraphs. Yeah. Adam, I've printed it off. He seems to have printed. I think there's about 6 pages here of stuff. He keeps updating it, and he just basically lists his memories about everyone. Okay, at the school and what he thinks of everyone. And he says, "I often see Simon. He's doing all right for himself. Self-employed illustrator. Mark Cooper, Karl Pilkington."
Right.
And your name comes up. Now, I don't know if you've told us this story. I think you may have done, but I can't remember the facts about it. It just says Karl Pilkington with his pet bird. Was it a magpie? I can't remember. He brought it to school to show everyone, and it flew away.
Oh, God. Oh, no, they do that, don't they? You show them
What was the story there,
You
Carl?
give them seed and they just leave. What do you mean?
Well,
This sounds like Kez.
Well, that's it. I was a big fan of Kez, and it was the time our dog had just died.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any pets, and the cats were always getting run over.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want any more pets.
Yeah.
But there was a magpie that used to fly about on the estate, and I managed to sort of tame it. And in the end,
With a chair and a whip? What do you mean you tamed it?
Well, just used to sort of hang around it and talk.
But how did
to
you
it.
get hold of it? Did you catch it?
Well, eventually, yeah, it used to just come to me, and the annoying thing was, it got to a point when I wish I hadn't bothered, because it used to pop me bike tyres. It used to sit on like, if I was talking to my mates and I was on my grifter.
I love the way he just throws those things in.
It's like an Alan Bennett play.
It landed on my tyre and it used to peck at the time, pop it, and then it used to then never go away, so it was always like around the house, and my dad said never bring it in. So he used to sit on the porch, and I used to go out, and it used to fly down and land on my head, and it really hurt. It used to like peck and stuff.
He thought it was a tyre.
So it wasn't so much tamed as a stalker.
Oh, God.
So you took it to school and it flew away?
Yeah.
So did you take it in proudly going, look at my magpie? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think it got a bit confused in the area that it was in, because I used to just keep it sort of around our estate, but the school was a bit of a distance away.
How did you get it there?
Tying it on my finger.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was happy there, then it got...
But it used to be one of those things that people would stop me in the street and sort of go, oh, what's that?
And I don't suppose
Maggie, called it Maggie.
You didn't get Charlie's Angels to go and find out what happened to it? Investigate?
Were they impressed?
No, not really.
No. Carl, this is quite a little insecure sort of chap. And he was just worried about that last bit. He was going, who would ever find that interesting? He was worried about people finding him boring. And Steve said, as I said, you know, it's like an Alan Bennett thing. He went, yeah, but... You know, no one would care about Alan Bennett if he wasn't such a hit maker. They wouldn't care what to say. And we just looked at him for a while and he went, thinking of Tony Bennett. Bless him.
Listen, it's almost the end of the show, Carl.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really been a Carl special.
This is a Carl special, yeah.
Well, next week, we'll lay off
next week. We have to
We're
know.
not going to...
He wants to retire a little bit. Just
a few more names that you may recall from Friends Reunited.
Go on.
Lisa Shufflebotham. Do you remember her?
Yeah. She
was she one of Charlie's Angels?
No, she wasn't that nice, but she wanted me. her and a mate Rachel. I remember, I don't know why, but it was some sort of PE lesson where it had to be a bloke and two girls, and they were fighting over me.
Could you hear what they were saying?
They were just like, I want him, and I was loving it. Stuck in the middle, and they were fighting over me. And then the next week, I thought I'll sit near them.
What sort of game do they play at this school?
I don't know.
That's an incredible game.
But I think
punch me on the arm. No, punch me on the arm, Carl.
They just went through it, because the following week I thought, right, I'll sit near them again, because I quite enjoyed the way they fighted over me. But then they picked somebody else, and I don't know who I was with that week.
So you didn't get any action with Shufflebotham or a friend?
No. And when she got older, she went a bit off. She's not that good. She's probably nice now. It's just, I mean, I'll say about myself, when you get to sort of the end of secondary school, you do sort of go a bit odd looking.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? When your sort of head grows funny.
I would just love to go back to his school of that era. I mean, just what happened to people, whether, you know, all people sprouting limbs.
No, do you know what I mean? When you're like 12 and that, you quite, no, not 12, when you're 10, when you're 7 to 10, you sort of look healthy. And you look at your pictures when you go, yeah, I was a good-looking lad. But then when you get to late secondary school, something happens, and you just look a bit odd.
Okay, well, what about Alison Thorpe?
Not sure about her. I sort of know the name, can't put a face to it.
Damien Comer?
Again, know the name.
Yeah.
Can't remember anything.
No.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Well, those are pretty much all the names I could find. We've had some interesting thoughts, though, and interesting anecdotes.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular that you'd like to say hello to that maybe listening now?
I think I would have mentioned Darren Buckley if you hadn't brought him up.
Oh, right.
He was like my buddy.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Magpie game when you took it to the school and confused it?
No.
You're joking. That was the end of it, was it?
Yeah.
So where did it go?
Probably to some other kid. Because, I mean, actually, it probably got killed. Because if it was being that friendly with other people, some people might have took advantage of it.
In what way?
Well, there was a programme on the other week about...
What, in the way that Shufflebotham was trying to take advantage of you?
There was a programme on the other week about bear whisperers.
Yeah.
And some blokes got really friendly with a bear. And then when they were leaving that area where the bear was, they said, oh, we've caused a problem here because there's some bear hunters coming in and moving into this area. And it's going to get a bullet if it acts like this. So they had to scare it away. And that's what I should have done with Maggie. I should have terrified it a little bit so it wouldn't trust humans.
Just introduced it to some of your schoolmates, I'm sure would have freaked it right out.
Well, the ones with
maybe that was why it fled.
It didn't see. It didn't see those two fellas with big heads and webbed hands coming towards it, did it?
That would have terrified anything. It's like a scarecrow, like two walking scarecrows. Listen, have we got time for a song for the ladies? What's happening? We've not really thought.
Quick, just do it. Just do it. Thanks very much.
Well, hang on, no, we haven't lined anything up, have we?
I was going to play Mary Lawson and that for you, and then
is this going to be the final track?
It has to be.
It would be. Yeah,
we've blown it. We've blown it on the Karl special.
We have indeed.
I'll play it next week. So Karl there's got an E at history in GCSE. Any history teachers, anyone who can help Karl out, I think we should try and register him and take it this June. So what's
your homework for this week?
You've got to read about Che Guevara, haven't you? The revolutionary leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know anything about him at all? Have you got any basis?
I just know that if you want to use his face on your business, it costs a lot of money. Do you know, like, if McDonald's wanted to have him as, like, instead of Ronald McDonald?
How does he do it? Steve, how does he do it, man?
Oh, we listen, just play a final record, Karl. Say goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
See you later.
Cheers, mate.
Wu-Tang Clan there, Steve. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Now, I just reminded me of something else Karl's in the week. I know it's forbidden to talk to him, but I'll tell you this. He was very excited about the Friends Reunited. He was a bit nervous at first, wasn't he, last week? But then he was really getting into it. And in the pub, he was talking about those people, and he said, I'd never go on a reunion, though. He said, I'd never do that.
What, a school reunion?
Yeah, and he wouldn't want to see anyone. And I went, well, I said, wouldn't you want to see those two lads with the big heads and the webbed hands?
Oh, yeah, these were people you went to school with, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't knock about with them. They were in the class.
What were they called?
Freaks.
Right.
Right. Okay. And he said, no, I wouldn't want to see them. He said, because what could you say? Oh, you haven't changed much, right? And he said, they wouldn't go anyway, would they? I said, why? He went, well, they didn't have any friends.
Right.
And I said, well, weren't they friends with each other? And he went, no, that would have been too obvious. Like, they passed each other and went, no, I know it's tempting, but let's not.
Everyone would think that's just what we were going to do. Let's not do it.
Yeah. So they didn't even hang around with each other.
No.
See, I must say, in my head, I've got something like it's like some sort of extra thing from Blake 7 that they're like some sort of lagoon monster, but they just had slightly oversized heads, did they?
See, does your head grow? Your eyes don't. Does your head? Because maybe they've got to a point now that it's all sort of caught up with each other.
Well, at the time, the eyes were very small and the head was huge.
Just a very big head. And
Yeah.
I mean, the fingers aren't going to change. That's not.
They had
not fair.
webbed fingers.
It was like the penguin in Batman.
Really? Are you sure?
No, honestly.
Are you sure they weren't wearing mittens?
No, seriously.
Yeah, it wasn't home economics. They weren't getting some out of the oven, a very hot dish, were they? Every time you saw them.
But why were there two, but they weren't related and they weren't friends?
I don't know. I suppose it's like asthma and that, innit? Some kids have it. And it just was a coincidence.
Yeah, but asthma's quite a common thing. Webbed hands, Karl.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't think of it, do you, when you're a kid? You just sort of... when you first see them.
Yeah.
There goes the frogmen. Do you do that? I imagine you get caught staring at things.
Yeah, do you go up to people with problems and go, Mummy, is that a monster?
Well, I was telling you one about when I used to go with my dad in the taxi.
Oh, yeah.
What
Tell us
happened?
this story.
Well,
Your father was a taxi driver?
my dad he had loads of jobs, which he did back then. And they don't do that anymore, do they, people? They don't
Have
have
a variety of
loads of
jobs?
stuff.
Sure.
But at one point, he had a black cab, and I used to go with him. He used to get a beer crate and put it in the front of the black cab and sort of sit just next to the meter. And anyway, we got this call, and the guy on the end of the radio said, "Oh, you've got your son with you, haven't you?" So he said, "Yeah." So it's just like, we've got to pick up at number 11 Village Lane or whatever. And I said, "All right." And it was this woman. It was like a woman version of the Elephant Man.
Wow. The Elephant Woman.
Yeah, it looked like... it was really strange because I was in the front of the cab, and when you're a kid, if something looks odd, you're a bit scared of it, aren't you? Yeah. And my dad was like, "Look, it'll be all right." And we're driving towards her.
Look, don't worry, son. I've got loads of buns.
And just to
I think I'll just throw one down the street if you run after it.
You're being mean, right?
I am a little bit,
So
yeah.
how old were you, 18?
No, I was about 12 or something like that, 11, 12. And as we got closer to her, it looked like she was holding like a bag of spuds on her shoulder.
For a snack.
Right.
And her head was all a bit mangled and messy and that. And my dad said, "Whatever you do, don't stare at her face."
Yeah.
And she got in the
Because you
back.
turn into stone.
Well, she got in the back, and I had like the mirror, the driver's mirror thing, and sort of having a look, trying to work out. And he said, "Don't stare at her face." I couldn't work out where her face was. It was that weird.
Oh, God.
So I'm not sure you're from Manchester. I think you're from like Narnia or something.
Yeah, you got frog boys walking around.
The Lord of the Rings.
That got like the claws of a lobster and the head of a toad.
Yeah.
And you got women getting in with spuds for heads. I mean, what
This is not Manchester.
this
is not the place you grew up. This is mad.
Oh, you can't believe it in London, can you? You come down and go, look, symmetry. It must be amazing.
It must be a thing to do with upbringing, though, mustn't it? And because, again, do you know, I've said to you before, years ago, when I was a kid and didn't have any worries, good-looking lad, you go through it a bit, have a few more worries, and you look knackered. Now, back there's a lot more worries and stuff, so you get a lot more freaks. Whereas in London, everyone's like happy, aren't they?
I love the fact that stress can cause your fingers to fuse and your heads to grow.
No, but if
She must have been really stressed to have a head.
Yeah. She what was she an accountant or something?
You know what I mean?
But what did she do? What did she say?
Where was she going, by the way?
She couldn't speak.
London Zoo, please.
I think she was going to like
to the fair.
Shop. Seriously, honest to God. On my mum's life, she was. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing with animals. They don't judge you, do they?
She's not an animal.
She's a human being.
She's not actually an elephant.
No, but
you know the elephant man was not actually an elephant. You understand that? He's got no elephant genes in him at all.
No.
That was just a cruel name people gave him.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the disease, isn't it? Elephantitis.
Look, so listen. So this woman, why was she going to a pet shop?
She was going to a pet shop. To find a husband.
Is this true?
No, it is true, yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not taking the mickey because it must be really bad for you.
Of course it is.
Carl,
I'm going on to you today about cutting myself shaving.
Yeah.
I was going on about that. To think that she's probably not alive now, but to think...
But you're saying that you're going to say this is a worse problem than a little cut shaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Carl, there's a couple of key questions I need to ask. One, if she couldn't talk, how did she tell your father where to drive it? Did she have it written on a note?
Did she point with her nose?
Yeah.
Right, this has got silly. Pick your song.
But also, finally, where did you say she lived again?
It was like in a village, a little small village.
Right.
Just hidden out of the way.
All I'm saying is we could maybe get like some sort of coach, book some coaches, get a coach party up there to have a look at her. Take some photos.
And now
you can make some lemonade.
The offspring of a woman and some spuds. Yeah. Please enter at your peril. Should he give me a shiny shilling?
He had a kid last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who did?
Badly drawn boy.
Oh, right, okay.
Badly drawn little boy, he's going to call it. Isn't he?
Brilliant, Rick.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a sort of satire.
I'd like to see that as a headline in a tabloid.
And deliver oi, money all your life. Now, going on.
Oh,
Carl,
can we explain why that's funny?
Don't panic, Carl. I'm a professional. Don't worry.
What's your concern, Carl?
What's your concern?
Nothing.
Tell us.
No.
You can say.
I can't.
You can.
This is so unprofessional.
It's what? What have we done?
What, talking about wool?
Right.
Come on, Carl, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
You say.
He's great, and
he's so scared. Come on, Carl, tell us.
I don't know all the ins and outs, so I don't want to get into it.
What?
The thing.
No,
well, you can't. People are perplexed now. What's the thing, Carl?
What's the thing? What are you worried about? Say.
Is it an email that's been received by the head of XFM?
You've got the email open.
You can talk about it. You can say what it...
Okay, let me just
say.
I don't understand it. Please know that under a ruling at the Old Bailey, any reference to Adamant's state of mental illness in any news report will constitute a breach of the ruling and therefore lead to serious action from his lawyers.
That's right, and that's true. That's subject we can't talk about that. You can play his records and
sing his classic songs.
Sing songs.
Yeah, well, it's best just to leave it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what Carl was a little bit worried. There's no way I was going to mention that or influence anything, and I totally agree with the law, so don't panic, Carl.
That should have never been sent to you.
Why?
Because it's like, accidents happen.
Go on, then.
When things like that happen, right, you've been told not to mention it.
Yeah.
And you're like a little kid.
Yeah.
And once things are in your head,
yeah, it's
difficult not to mention it. I mean, when I was a kid, right, my mum's sister Hazel was seeing another bloke. It's weird because she's a lesbian now. That's really weird.
That must have been an interesting Christmas.
But anyway, she was seeing this bloke, and he looked like Ken Dodd, apparently.
He looked like Ken Dodd.
Looked like Ken Dodd. So people said, don't mention it because it gets on his nerves when you like meet him and you go, oh God, you look like Ken Dodd. So I said, all right, his name's Will or whatever. And I was introduced to him. First thing I said, nice to meet you, Ken.
Did you do it as a joke, or did you?
No, because you know when you know that it's like, I'm not allowed to say that. I can't say that. Mustn't say that. Can't. And then I saw him. I thought, Jesus, does look like him. It just came out.
Was it Doddy who turned her into a lesbo? Do you think?
Well, he wasn't a good-looking bloke, so possibly.
She started going out with Esther Ranson now, which is weird. Out of the frying pan.
What was the story with the lesbianism then? How did she announce that to everyone? What age was she when she realised?
Well, I mean, we're not a close family. Do you know what I mean? We're not a sort of family who keeps in touch with everyone. And I think my mum called her up one Christmas and sort of said, you know, how's
the Diddy men?
How's Nutty Ash?
And she said, oh, no, I'm not. I don't do that anymore. I'm knocking about with Sandra or whatever.
Right.
And it was like, oh, right.
Not big butch Sandra with the big earrings and the skinhead. He used to live down the road from you.
I don't know.
He used to get Doc Martens wholesale. That's Sandra.
But she had a haunted house.
Go on.
Who, Sandra?
No, Hazel.
Right. Is this before she was a lesbian or not?
Before.
Okay.
And there was a bike in the hall and the pedals used to go backwards.
There was a what in the hall?
A bike.
That's handy, isn't it? That's great. Don't worry, we won't do anything.
So, I want to know about the haunted house. There was a bike in the hall. And what happened?
There was a bike in the hall and the pedals used to go backwards on their own. And also, shoes used to stick to the wall or something.
Did they?
Yeah.
Shoes used to stick to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like
that's a haunted house.
A hell of a household. Yeah. Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Maybe she should clean the walls. Express 2 featuring David Byrne, Lazy, XFM 104.9, 1:45. I'm Ricky Gervais. Steve's got the sun.
Yes,
we're just going to be doing White Van Carl, where we ask Carl the questions the Sun asked some other bloke.
That's right.
Because we think Carl's got more to say than anyone on anything. Carl only tells the truth, by the way. Just remember that, listeners. Off you go.
Yes, well, today's White Van Man in the Sun is John Slade. He owns his own door maintenance company. His answers are very informative, I have to say. But, Carl, what do you make of the Channel 4 producer, aged 30, who duped a school into believing he was a teenager for a documentary? Are you familiar with this story?
No, go on.
Well, basically, a 30-year-old guy kind of fooled the school into thinking he was a pupil for a secret documentary. The school's outraged. Do you think that's for you? You know, should anything go when it comes to making TV?
I think I've said to you before. There's loads of kids at my school. I remember being in the first year, and kids who what year do schools go up to? I was in the first year. What is it?
11.
5.
Oh, sorry. First year of infants and juniors.
No, secondary school.
11.
Right. Year 11. Kids have beards and stuff.
No, not year 11. They're 11 when they first go to secondary school.
Right. Well, I'm 11. The kids at the older end.
Well, there's a fifth form, and then there's
you can leave when you're 16, I think, can't you now?
Right. Well, kids who were 16 looked old. They did have beards. I remember going there and thinking some of them were teachers.
I think he's answered that. Next one. What's the next one?
Tattoos and everything. I think they're kids in the earlier years even.
What do you make of the fact that Mariah Carey's £38 million payoff has cost EMI staff their jobs, and we're talking 1,800 EMI staff who have lost their jobs?
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean,
is that silly money, Mariah Carey, on 38 million?
She doesn't need that much.
She doesn't need that much. She has to dress nice, though.
It's not her fault. I'd say it's bad business.
Okay.
Because EMI, did you say?
Yes.
Right. They've got rid of them staff. Yeah. Mariah Carey's left. Who's going to do the work?
do you think Mariah should come back and do some temping?
Well, they should have got a loan and paid her.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Vicious circle, that.
Right.
Have you done a business degree or anything?
Commerce.
You did commerce. Where did you do that? What did you do with that?
At school, I'd learned how to fill out a cheque, pay a bill, and I think I had a trip round Kellogg's.
Did you get an O level or a GCSE?
We know he didn't.
You know,
but was there a commerce exam or was it just a division of maths?
Remember.
What did he fill out a check?
Was it a subset of
maths? It was an option. It was like, if you want to do it, you can.
What was it? Fill out a check.
Pay a bill. Have a visit round
Kellogg's, and I saw my sister's boyfriend there at the time. He sorted me out with some variety packs.
Really? What was in them?
You know, Rice Krispies and
good stuff.
Cocoa Pops.
Space dust or whatever it is.
Space dust.
So, sorry, that wasn't Ken Dodd, though.
No.
That was someone else, was it? That was an aunt.
That wasn't Special K. Oh, dear.
What about this then? Home Secretary David Blunkett admits that muggers rule some streets.
Weird this, because when I was out with you...
I don't believe it's going to be weird, whatever you say, Carl.
No, when we were in that pub that night and we got talking about muggers and that, the tip is what I tend to do, because I nearly got mugged once.
You what? You nearly got mugged once?
I nearly got mugged.
Yeah.
But I tried this technique of acting a bit mental.
Right, and how did you act mental?
Well, this guy wanted me trainers. And I was in Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester. It was quite late one night. Mm-hmm. And he come up, he said, I want them trainers. I said, you want them? I said, I worked hard for these. He said, how dare you come to me asking? And I got a bit livid. And he looked at me like, oh my God, he's got a right one here. And he left me.
Were you acting mental or were you just mental?
No, I put it on a bit.
Were you not petrified though?
Well, you don't think about it, do you, when you're sort of in the eyes of danger?
Well, not you. Clearly, you're a brave man. So, what did you say?
I just went a bit mad. I just kind of, because he said he wanted the trainers and they were dear ones at the time, and I just no, you're not having these. So I've crafted you. I said I wanted these trainers.
Yeah.
And went on to tell him how I work at printers and I don't enjoy it, and I put in all these hours and that, and I have to cycle home for about 5 miles. And
did he give you his trainers?
Yeah.
Did he have a knife?
I just left. No, it didn't get that. Didn't get that violent.
Well, that's very brave of you, Carl.
Yeah, it's
that's
good.
Good advice, though. Just act mental.
See, what's actually tried it the other night.
Oh, Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
Well, she says, I've worked hard for these diamonds. Yeah. Not easy being the daughter of Judy Garland. You don't know what it's like.
Finally, apparently there was a crook that got a security job at Heathrow. Right, he was a crook and he got a job at Heathrow. As robbers steal another £2 million. Apparently security down there is lax.
Yeah.
Is that a concern for you?
Is this another
Yeah.
2 million?
Yeah.
Why is all this money at the airport?
It's those sandwich shops. You know how they're really expensive, the sandwiches in when you're in a plane. They're like £2.50 for tuna, which is ludicrous.
Yeah.
That's basically the reason.
What do you mean, why is all this money at airports?
What is it doing there? Why?
Have a go. No, have a go answering this yourself. Why is anything at an airport?
It's going somewhere.
Or coming in from somewhere?
Yeah, but money, you can sort it out through the bank, like phone banks and that.
Have you done commerce? You know a lot about paying bills and writing out checks. Yeah.
Tell us about Kellogg's.
What was it like? What was in the factory? Was it just like squashing bits of corn?
Pretty boring, really. Just loads of conveyor belts, boxes of cornflakes everywhere. Just what you imagine.
Yeah.
So is it more, this is where you might be working? This is where you're likely to work?
Possibly. There was 2 trips. There was that and the trip to Manchester Evening News.
Okay.
And I left that early because I had a job in Cordon Bleu.
In Kellogg's?
Cordon Bleu, what's that?
It's like a supermarket.
Yeah?
And I had to leave the trip early and the teacher went mad saying they thought I'd got lost on the, in the building and stuff.
What, you didn't tell anyone?
No, because it was like day 2 of working in this supermarket and I couldn't be late. I thought by the time I explain where I've got to go and everything, I'll be even later.
Sure.
So I just left, and then apparently they were searching the building and everything for me.
Oh, were you?
Stuck in a printer. Don't know.
Stuck in a printer?
I don't know.
What was the printer's name?
You worked at a supermarket called Cordon Bleu.
Yeah. Cordon Bleu.
Brilliant.
That's great, isn't it?
It's rubbish.
Oh.
Got sacked.
What did you get sacked for?
Messing about in a back in the car park round the back.
Yeah.
Right, there was a grid, and all the concrete had gone funny. So when it rains, you got like a big lake.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I got in. Do you know those big metal trolleys you get to put all the food in whilst?
Oh yeah.
And I got in one of them and pushed myself out into this lake
of cement.
No,
water.
Full of water because it'd been raining. Right. And I got stuck in the middle, right? And the boss was like, "Where's Carl? He's meant to be doing, facing up the beans." And I was like,
and you were stranded in a lake.
So someone said, I saw him messing about out the back. He came out and saw me stuck in the middle of this lake in a trolley. And he said, "Get back in." I said,
"Would you say no? I'm filming sharks."
I said, "It's too deep. I can't get out. You'll have to pass me something." And he said, "I'm not passing you nothing." He said, "You can get out of there and walk through it." I said, "I'm not. I've got my trainers on, probably the same ones."
Yeah, you've risked your life for them.
Yeah. I said, "I'm not getting these wet." He said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to wait for the water to go down the grid." He said, "The grid's blocked. Now get out or you're sacked." I said, well, I'm not getting out. He said, right, you're sacked.
So you were sacked. How long did you have to wait for the water to go down the grid?
In the end, I did get bored, and I sort of did a bit of a leap and a jump and got 1 foot wet.
How long were you waiting?
About half an hour.
Just think of it. I mean, how did he get himself into that situation? That's fantastic. Should we play a record?
Oh, definitely. That's a joy. Oh, you're an absolute pleasure. More White Van Man next time on the show. Electric Soft Parade. I keep trying to get the album for free from you, Carl. You've not sorted me out yet. I have to rely on other people to give me different copies.
No,
of
I did
different
try.
tracks.
I'll keep trying.
Please do. This is one called There's a Silence, Electric Soft Parade.
Did you know when you get a McDonald's, you're helping support British and Irish farmers? From the Herefordshire beef farmers to the egg farmers of Lincolnshire. And thousands of farmers everywhere and anywhere in between. For us, it's all about using local ingredients. McDonald's, proud to support British and Irish farmers.
Okay, listen, Carl.
I think we've covered that.
What do you make of the? What do you make of the first genetically modified baby?
Oh.
Are you worried about this?
Do you know what did they do? What?
Let me see what it says here.
Well, isn't it just choosing the eye colour?
Well, this is the concern, isn't it? That in the future you'll be able to decide whether it's a boy or a girl, how intelligent it is, what it looks like, is it handsome, is it ugly? Obviously, no one will choose an ugly baby, and so on and so on and so on. And so it means that where will it lead? Where will it end, Carl? Are you concerned?
I've thought about this a lot.
What will us three look like in the future if they're being, genetically modified, beautiful people? What will we be like? How will we be considered in society?
True, yeah. But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah,
that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you brought up that will change your features and the way you are, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, I was growing up on this estate.
This is going to be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. All right.
Didn't fancy her.
Oh God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. Why was she?
It was a very...
Was it like being a man in a dress?
I mean, I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything. And I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can
tattoos?
Clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make the place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't. And a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have done.
You've seen a horse in it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of lettuce?
Right.
Oh, that's great. Did Big Jake come looking for it?
I'd been out.
Oh. Sorry, let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after?
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. All right then, but keep it out the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop.
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well.
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah. And
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh,
so I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round and sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh, God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this, because this story's going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go on for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper
Carl.
and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet, and it's got a rediffusion telly, and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
the classic from the first album. I'm Waiting for the Man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean?
From that classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto...
genetically modified babies, but
and
somehow...
then Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto... He was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently. I don't know whether that's relevant.
You don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is like make a picture for you so you understand.
What a picture it is. Who did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats?
I've never got that close to it.
Okay, all right.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse?
Yeah, from, I don't know where. I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them?
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't
get
have
caught?
it for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse in there?
What happened was, I was, they did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said, you can do anything to raise money. And they came out with all these ideas, and I thought, that's good.
What was the charity?
I don't know. I thought, forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money-making idea. So, you're a charity.
So I asked my mum for some, she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
Did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they wouldn't have survived.
Oh.
But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough. So as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
Yeah. So I got up to the door and they opened the door and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room. Oh. I looked quite happy and everything because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
central heating,
3-piece suite, and a telly and that?
Telly and that?
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari,
right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64, rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right? Yeah. And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." I said, that dog is happier than most dogs,
right?
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't eat, but other than that,
no, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
But anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family. Who's a bit, what were we talking about? It was about cloning.
Genetically modified kids and all that stuff, yeah.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is you could say, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? Mm-hmm. And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It could happen, Rick.
So
come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah,
and get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right now, you look at Stephen. You look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm a good dad.
All the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right. So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. It gets tired easily and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right. This family had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby. And my mum went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby." Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know. And the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid. But as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around. It used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit...
Did it have hooves?
No. Chase cars.
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh, God.
No.
Was it called Rover? Did it catch stick?
It's Liam, it was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly, and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars on that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant.
Wow. Wow. Life.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point.
Oh, God.
But am I right?
Oh, you're always right, Carl.
Trip Planner by Expedia. You are made to outdo your holiday, your hammocking, and your pooling. We were made to help organize the competition. Expedia, made to travel.
So, would you like to start on your, to Steve, because I've heard all these.
We won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like, don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but like they do the weekly shopping on like a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, you know, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, you know, what's that saying? Like a pig in... You know, I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right. So anyway, there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and you know, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. It's like a quest for fire. And then they run upstairs. What did you sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them. So I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting the stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back. Right, straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
Swallow it straight away, yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right? So
down your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So,
and hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had like, I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone
his share. I love it.
Yeah.
He'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to like I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done.
I just was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying, that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him. And my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand. Because There was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it. So it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't.
Well, no, you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
So, but
No. But the weird thing is, like for like 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of a special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
Yeah.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't like wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over.
Exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam.
But have you ever had that where you've like felt like I've been given another chance here?
Right, next one.
Weird.
That's Popsicle. That's Popsicle hell, we'll call that. Right, next one.
Which one's the next one?
Oh, what about your paper round?
Right.
Can I ask very quickly, did your life flash before your eyes like they say it did?
No, I just sort of went really calm and like, I'm ready for this now.
Right.
I wasn't bothered, do you know what I mean?
You had no
scared.
regrets?
No. It was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, the paper round one. Paper round, I'd still say it's the best job I've ever had.
And he means it.
No, I really enjoyed it. It's like, you know, you don't have to work with anyone else, right? So you make your own rules.
Just think of that.
You know, you sort of
You're
around,
spreading information to people, vital information.
giving a service, and no one else is around. You know, you can just do what you want and think about stuff whilst you're cycling around on your bike. It's really good.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Imagine the stuff he's thinking about when he's riding around his bike.
So getting in the head of a salamander.
So anyway, I loved it. And even though I only got like 50p a day, right, no matter what the weather was like and stuff, I used to get up at 4:30 and go and do the round. And
why'd you get up at 4:30?
Because I wanted to watch the Pink Panther at 5:30. So I wanted to get me paper round done.
I said, why didn't you watch the Pink Panther?
And then did the paper.
He went, I can't sit there thinking I've got my paper round to do.
You'll ruin it for him.
Yeah. So is it a good job or not?
So 4:30 I was up and about. And this morning it was like winter, really bad winter, bad snow, you know, freezing cold, really windy and all that. And my mum said to me before I went to bed, she said, don't be getting up tomorrow. I'll give you the 50p. I said, it's not about the 50p. So, you know, people want the papers and stuff. So,
conscientious.
So anyway, I went to bed thinking, you know, that's it. I've told her I'm still going. So, you know, whatever. Go to sleep, get up in the morning and put all my kit on. And I used to have layers of clothing on because it was really cold. I had like a big anorak on with the fur on. I had like waterproof pants and I got my paper round bag. And I went downstairs to get out and tried to open the door and it was locked. I thought, God. So she'd locked it so I couldn't go out. So I'm searching around the house looking for the keys. She must have hid them somewhere. So I thought, oh God, you know, I've got the papers to do. So I thought, how can I get out? So I went upstairs, climbed out of the bathroom window.
God.
Right, and to try and jump out of the bathroom window onto the porch. But the problem was, I had so much gear on, I was like the Michelin Man. So I could hardly move as it is.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get out the window, and I'm like, trying to stretch down like that, get my foot on the porch. And my bag got caught on like the hook of, do you know, like how you have a hook so you can put the window open?
Right, yeah.
The little arm goes on. My bag had got caught on that. I was holding onto the wall and my foot on the thing so I couldn't sort of pull it away in case I pulled it away and then fell on my head.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck there.
Dangling.
My dad comes back from working nights.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a burglar.
Gets out his gun.
So he's shouting and stuff, going mad and going, Dad, it's me. And he had to give us a hand using a...
He's heard that wily trick in Manchester before.
He had to help me using a washing prop thing, a big stick.
What did he do?
Well, he said, just hold on for your dear life and I'll sort of push the paper bag off the hook.
Why didn't he go upstairs and sort it out?
It was at that point where I was in the middle. There was nothing you could do. Do you know what I mean? It's at that point where you've just got to make a decision.
Yeah.
And by the time you go upstairs, who knows what might have happened?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to act there and then, not messing around.
Yeah.
So
and you could hear downstairs, now here he is, the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Dad! Hurry up. Panther. Ever so pink. Oh.
So that was close to death because I must have been about 30 foot in the air.
Yeah.
And I would have, you know, that would have been nasty if I fell to the concrete paving. Sure. So
well, and, there's more to come. Should we play a record and come back to this because he's got more?
Oh yeah, no. There must be one of them where you did fall on your head. This is the one I'm waiting for. There's got to be one. That was explained so much.
Yeah.
I nearly did. Nearly broke my back.
Jeez.
Once. My dad said, I bet I can't kick me out. And I said, I bet I can. And
I don't remember this. You didn't tell me this one.
I bet you can what?
I was in the garden summer's day, and it was that era when like doing kung fu and all that was really popular.
Sure.
And I was like messing about in the garden, punching the tree and stuff. And my dad said,
what a kid he must have been.
My dad said, I bet you can't kick your height.
Kick your height? What,
Yeah.
you mean kick as high as yourself?
Yeah, so I must have been like 5 foot or something then. And I said, of course I can. So I bet you can't. But instead of doing it on the grass, I did it on like the concrete bit. Kicked it, actually did it. I went, there you go. But then like get my foot down quick enough and land on
you
my back.
paused to say, there, I've done it.
Yeah.
As opposed to putting your foot back on the ground.
And landed on my back, and I'd still get back trouble now.
Do you?
Because they say that, don't they?
So, to cut a long story short, he gave me about 4 or 5 near-death experiences, and he went, and the whole point of this, he went, so that's why I think I'm going to die of something horrible, like cancer. And I went, why? He went, right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He said, well, I don't check my balls. Wait. He said, I don't like the feel.
Carl, always check your balls.
Do you
I
check
don't
yours?
like the feel. Why don't you like the feel of your own balls?
They just, I mean, you know that I don't like bodies anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It worries me a bit that you've got all that going on in your body, right? And your skin's keeping it all in place. Like,
Stop. We're going down a whole other avenue of discussion. Let's play a track. Let's come back to it.
Oh, right. I've brought in this. This is free. You'll know from the jeans commercials.
Yeah, All Right Now.
Long time ago. All Right Now, yeah. But this is a great little track. This is My Brother Jake. Carl, any more? I'll tell that story that you were telling me about your dad when he was driving.
well, it's just that you were talking about, well, I mentioned Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And the Forrest Gump types. When my dad was when he was a taxi driver,
Yeah.
you used to have to sort of do your bit for the local area.
Oh, God.
By taking the Forrest Gump people to Blackpool.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called now, the Forrest Gump people? Is that what the organisations that support them ask for them to be referred to?
A minibus with Life is a Box of Chocolates.com.
Well,
Forrest Gump types.
It must have been, so you work with these people.
It was,
yeah, the people with learning difficulties.
And they used to get 5.
Coming home must have been a busman's holiday.
So he got 5 of them in the cab.
Yeah.
And they had to go to Blackpool, and 4 of them were really good, behaving themselves, didn't mess about, weren't fighting and stuff. But there was one who was just causing loads of trouble, and they couldn't control him. Oh, and what you've got to be able to do with people like that, you don't want them to get stressed out, because it's not good for them. It stresses them out, and you could end up with a bit.
Thanks, Dr. Carl.
You could end up with a bit of a riot on your hands. So he thought, I'll nip this one in the bud right now. And he pulled up just on the outskirts of Blackpool, and he took the one out that was causing problems and put it in a wheelie bin.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise.
He did what?
Oh,
He did it for the good of the others. He put it in a wheelie bin. He was having a good time. He thought it was one of the rides.
Can you stop saying it?
Him.
Yeah.
He was having a good time, and once he calmed down, my dad went back and picked him up, and he was fine. He had a good
What,
day.
he left him in there the whole time the others were in Blackpool?
No, he left him there, not the whole day, probably about an hour and a half.
In a wheelie bin?
In a wheelie bin.
Why couldn't he get out?
Because, his arms were trapped on the thing. It's one of those...
What, he tied him up?
No, do you know, because he was a big fella, and, he managed to get him in so his arms were down the side like that, so he was a bit trapped.
Wasn't he screaming and crying and stuff?
He was making a bit of noise, but... do you know what I mean?
What, you feel served him right?
Well, but anyway, I didn't really want to talk about it. You just brought it up because of Forrest Gump.
Did his family know about this? Is this the first time they'd have heard about this?
He didn't get asked to do it again.
Get a free bet when you bet £5 every week of the Premier League season, and a big boost every day. That's Ladisfaction from Ladbrokes. And for extra Ladisfaction, here's the T's and C's Garage Style.
18 plus, 1st of September to 24th of May. Opt-in weekly. Selected Premier League markets. Match 1 free bet per week. Values vary. Restrictions and T&Cs apply. Daily odds boosts. T&Cs on ladbrokes.com. Gambleaware.org.
I remember, I think all kids go through a phase of shoplifting. Well, and when I was going through it, I used to just little things, just like magic markers and magazines, Mars bars, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
cigars and dildos.
And one day, right?
Same thing.
That my mate, Anthony, his mum called up my mum and said, I've got to meet up with you. I've got to have a word with you. And she said, what about? She said, I don't want to talk about it over the phone. So she goes, oh, right. Well, yeah, come round tonight then. So anyway, my mum sees me. She don't want to be in an awkward position and, like, be a bit embarrassed and what have you. So she sees me and she goes, right, Anthony's mum's coming round. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
So I go, oh, God. I said, I've been nicking stuff. So she goes, like, what? So, not big stuff. I've had a few calculators and Mars bars and stuff.
How many? I'll just work it out. Hold on. Works out at 7.2 per day.
So,
how many calculators do you need?
So it was when that phase.
You failed maths, didn't you?
Everyone wanted a calculator. It was like a trendy thing, wasn't it?
Right. Oh, yeah. In Manchester a couple of years ago, yeah.
So anyway, so I told her all this and I confessed to, like,
computers will make it there one day.
I confessed to
There's magic in the back of battery. Go on.
Confessed to nicking all this stuff. She comes round. She only wanted to borrow some money.
Brilliant.
She said, oh, I don't like asking. I was a bit embarrassed to ask you over the phone, but can I borrow 20 quid?
Oh, that's fantastic.
And there's me.
That's great.
And it's similar sort of thing to yours.
And did you?
And he went, hold on, let's just work out the interest on that. I think 10%. She'll owe you £4.40. Yeah. Oh,
so your mum was a loan shark.
yeah.
And did she mention?
She went, I just
with that other, because what I'm saying is presumably you got your mate in trouble.
No.
Right, you didn't.
No.
She went, no worries, I'll just go and get my purse. It's on the dressing table.
Exactly. Yeah.
Carl,
do you want a cigar?
What other things you used to give away at your disco then that you'd find on the dressing table? You used to go into your parents' room and go, what can I give away tonight?
It was stuff like cigars. My dad liked cigars.
Yeah.
I had a pair of tights.
What do you mean?
Unopened. You know, you get them in like a long...
Who did you give that to?
Just whoever did the prize. It was stuff like, you know, we did like a little raffle.
Just imagine Carl going, this is for a pair
Who's going joyriding this week?
Pretty Polly, sheer. Exactly.
Yeah, who's doing a bank job this week?
Exactly, that's what it was used for, yeah.
Just little bits, you know, unopened makeup, just stuff like that.
And did their parents not notice?
No, because it's stuff that you're not that bothered about. If a telly went missing, they'd notice it.
They would, wouldn't they? They'd be staring at a wall for 3 days.
But a pair of tights and a cigar and that, get away with it.
Yeah.
But it's funny as well, because like you had 2 names. I just like remembered. I started off as Dazzling Darren's Disco, just because the first lights I could afford belonged to someone who had their name put in lights.
Right.
So I went along with that name.
To pretend you were called Darren.
That's lovely.
That's great.
Is it worth it?
Brilliant.
And then it went on to Pilkins making music.
Yeah.
That's great.
Anyway, should we have some more music?
Yeah,
we've been waiting for
What are you going to play, Carl?
We've got the Cooper Temple Claws.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm going out today. I've never bought a suit since I was like 11, right? I went to my brother's wedding. That's the last time I wore a suit.
Right.
Really? And you can't get anywhere near it now, can you?
Can't get into that.
No.
That was a good day.
What was it? What sort of suit was it?
It was like a sort of a grey silver one.
Excellent.
Quite flary.
Nice. Well, try and go for something
grey
similar.
silver one. Just think that with your little round head, what did that look like?
I looked all right.
Like he'd landed from the... just landed on it.
It's like, who's
they walk among us.
I didn't really need to wear a suit either, because I hardly went into the church. I was in the car park, right? And it's when my brother was in the army, and he had a Ford Capri with one of them horns that goes...
And you just sat there.
Why didn't he come in his tank?
I just sat in that, doing that all day, and the vicar was getting well annoyed with me.
What, when the service was on?
Yeah. I was driving everyone up the wall.
Were you just allowed to do what you wanted when you were growing up? Like Nelson Muntz from The Simpsons? Were you just allowed, didn't matter, was there any discipline? You didn't have teachers, you didn't know, why didn't someone come out and...
I got a couple of good idings off my dad a couple of times.
What for?
Just being mopey most of the time. If I had a strop on, he'd hate that.
He'd go out and burn something down or nick something, but don't wander around with your head down.
Well,
didn't he smack you for not liking a castle once?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
Went to Caravan the other day, and I was bored. I was at that age when I just wanted to go in an arcade, and my dad was saying, come and see the castle, you know, there's history here, and I still don't like castles. It's one of them things that, again, just too far back to sort of even think about people living in them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, look, it's a wreck, you know, knock it down, flatten the thing. Sure. And I was being really mopey.
Isn't that great?
And it's weird, because now, like, my mum and dad have retired and gone to Wales.
Yeah.
And now and again, he texts me there, and every time we get to the point where he gave me a clout, he goes, "Are you getting flashbacks, son?"
Yeah. Well, it's a sobering lesson for you.
Yeah.
You're not on the British Heritage Committee anymore, are you?
No.
This is the National Trust land. Tarmac it. The biggest car park in Britain, for Christ's sake. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. You know, it can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think I thought it would take 3 or 4 questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the first question. Absolutely
God.
incredible. But you know, we can't really leave it there because we haven't got enough else to do to fill up the 2 hours. So let's pursue this line of inquiry.
Yeah.
Age? What was the age, Karl? In a couple of months.
When were you born?
I'll be 72.
Right. What month? What day?
I'm on the cusp.
You're on the cusp of a day.
Well, 23rd of September.
Okay.
72.
So anyway. Okay, right, good.
You were talking there about, obviously, your star sign, where you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
You believe in that, do you?
No.
You don't believe in star signs?
No, not really.
But you do believe in ghosts, I understand.
No, because
paranormal.
but the star sign thing, you've got how many different star signs are they?
12, innit?
Right, and then you've got, like, loads of people.
Yeah. So you do the math.
So they're saying that, you know, there's only 12 different sorts of people in the world.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's made up. It's made up nonsense. It's non-science.
It's pseudoscience.
It's hairy man and dyed hair woman science.
Yes.
Isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you, Karl. Where were you born?
In Manchester.
Okay. What GCSE results did you get?
I got was it an E? I got an E.
You got an E in history. And how did you find out that
information?
You found out.
Because you thought you couldn't remember what you got, you didn't turn up, and you thought you'd done about 3, one of which wasn't history, and actually...
I knew I did art.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm telling you didn't, because we checked. Yeah. You did 1. You turned up for history, you did history, you got an E in history.
I definitely did art. I made a little clay man.
Yeah, you got to register for O-levels. You don't just do it and then phone up and say, how was that?
Yeah.
And I go,
I'm sending you a clay man. See what you think. Send me a grade.
Yeah, there's forms to fill out and things like that, Karl.
Anyway, who was your closest childhood friend?
Closest? At what age?
Well, when you were young, when you were a kid.
I remember this. It's a fella. Is it someone making, isn't it?
Well, he wasn't really a close mate. Darren Buckley was me.
Darren Buckley?
Yeah. He was me.
Tell us briefly about Darren. I've forgotten about Darren.
He's the one who, all the girls liked him. He had permed hair. He used to have his hair like a footballer.
Sure. Were you jealous of him?
His dad was a copper.
Did you hang around with Darren, like, in the hope of getting maybe his kind of cast-offs?
Nah. It's weird with me, and I wasn't that bothered about having loads of mates and that. I had lots of mates, but I could do without them.
You had a magpie, didn't you?
I was happy playing with my magpie.
Yeah, and what happened to him?
It flew away.
Yeah.
But I wasn't bothered because it was giving me grief towards the end, wasn't it? It was popping me grifter tyres and that.
Yeah, sure.
Flying down, pecking me head.
Sure. Now, you went to school with a number of different interesting people, some of whom were freaks.
I understand, had big heads and webbed toes.
Is that right?
Yet they were not related to each other, and they weren't friends with each other. Why weren't they friends with each other?
Because that'd be obvious.
Did they wear shoes, or did they walk around in their webbed?
Were they good at swimming? Were they good at swimming?
I don't know. I don't think they ever went swimming.
Did they ever talk? Did they ever look over at each other and think,
yeah, we should hang out more?
I told you something in the week as well. There was another lad at school had a pigeon chest.
He had a what?
Can we come back to this?
He had a pigeon chest.
I think we should play a record, Karl, because I think we've hooked them now.
Yeah.
I think
there's no one switching off now, Rick.
No, play a record. Blur, Coffee and TV. Karl, I said it's not the best Blur song when it was playing. You know, I don't want to diss it, but you know, it's not the best one. I mean, that's fact.
Sure.
You know, Carl went, like the video though, that little milk carton.
Yeah.
Bit sad, it's tragic, isn't it? He went, this is all to himself, I'm not even joining in. And then he went, yeah, but it's alright at the end. He goes to heaven, he finds a little girl milk carton. Just lives out a little thing and is that like you on your paper round, that little milk carton, walking around like that? I imagine you. Oh, people don't know about it. If you just tuned in, Carl had a paper round.
It's his favourite job ever.
And he maintains it's the best job he's ever had. Isn't it, Carl?
Wait.
Go on.
I don't know what's so weird about that.
It's a paper round.
Yeah, but look, forget
it's not
all
the most
that.
fulfilling of jobs.
Look at the way it works, right? You get it out of the way at the start of the day, so you got the rest of the day to yourself.
It's the same as signing on.
Your own boss. You know.
Same as signing on.
Well, you're not your own boss. The guy at the news agent's your boss.
Yeah. That's great.
You've proven me wrong there.
Yeah, that's great. Nah. Yeah. Nah, not really. Would that stand up in court? Where you were found with the dagger? Nah.
Was I?
When are we playing the new game?
Oh, Carl's got a new game. Carl's very excited.
We were talking about something before.
Yeah, well, the freaks used to go. You had people with big heads, 2 web feet, didn't hang around each other. That would be too obvious. You had a fella with a pigeon chest.
Yeah, what's the story with the pigeon chest?
Don't know how it happened. It was like it looked like somebody sort of hit him on the back with a big hammer, and it had come out at the front.
Yeah,
and I've never seen it since.
Could that have been the answer?
What? Why he had it?
Why had it? Possibly, I suppose, in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, don't know. Never asked him.
It's just come back to haunt you, has it? The pigeon chest?
No, it's just that when you mentioned about kids at school, I forgot all about him. He's talking about the kids with the web feet and the big heads. Yeah, and I forgot about the little old
pigeon boy. Yeah, pigeon.
Yeah.
Ready to launch your business? Get started with the commerce platform made for entrepreneurs. Shopify is specially designed to help you start, run, and grow your business with easy customizable themes that let you build your brand, marketing tools that get your products out there, integrated shipping solutions that actually save you time, from startups to scale-ups, online, in person, and on the go. Shopify is made for entrepreneurs like you.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/setup.
You remember that time when I nearly died when I choked on a Mr. Freeze pop? Right?
No, tell us that one again.
No, I told you, didn't I?
Tell us again.
Yeah, but the people will remember it, and then it's...
They weren't listening. Go on. What happened?
It was ages ago when my mum and dad used to go out shopping on a Friday.
1970s?
Get the food in. get a week's load of food in the cupboard and that, and we'd, they'd come in with all the food, and we'd all be like, oh, God, there's no food left on a Thursday, really, so we'd all be hungry on the Friday by the time the food got in.
I love that,
and
that they wouldn't eat it. I imagine him like jackal puppies.
Yeah.
Just like licking your parents' mouth for food as they come through the door.
So they come in from the supermarket, they're emptying the box. Our kid had got some biscuits and what have you.
Frenzy, just a feeding frenzy, like pigeons.
I grabbed the Mr. Freeze pop and knocked it back really quick, but it wasn't frozen, so I knocked it back so it was like a liquid, and it went down the wrong way, right, and I was choking, right, and I nearly died. It must have been about... How long can you go before you die?
A couple of minutes to do it.
I reckon about 1:50. Right, I was really close to dying.
How do you know you were close to dying? Did your life flash before you?
No, but I just was like...
There's loads of instances of him eating pops.
Yeah, exactly.
I just was dead.
40 of those.
Whatever, right? Anyway.
What do you think you'd see if your life flashed past you? What do you think, which elements would stand out for you, do you think?
Start now, go back. What do you remember? What's the first thing you remember?
As a kid?
Yeah, just anything now.
Being in the hall and having our dog licking my face.
That's your earliest memory?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Right, next one's probably being at primary school with Lindsay.
Yeah.
Was that your girlfriend?
Well, a little friend who was a girl.
Sure.
Yeah. And we used to have like tins with letters in, and you'd have to write stuff. But anyway, what were we doing?
I got confused.
Right, so anyway...
I'm intrigued by the dog that was licking your face.
Well, bin that.
Can we work with that?
No, it's a great feature. I just think you need to be a little bit more careful about what you consider to be education.
Go on, funny. I fell over.
All right, well,
we'll work on it next week. Play a tune, and what have you got for us? Because we've got a big competition.
We've got to do the competition. We've only got 25
Yeah, well, come on,
Don't worry about it, Carl. Play a tune. We'll come back with Rockbusters.
What are we playing?
Let's play a bit of Tupac.
Oh, that's what I'm coming out to, isn't it?
Yeah,
The fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine it.
Whack it up, whack it up.
Right, when I did boxing at the youth club.
Once, when he did boxing, he fought once, he fought a little weak kid, because it was his first day, battered him. Next week, it was someone else's turn, and he got battered and he left.
Yeah, I said, right, I've had enough. But there was
yeah.
There was a ladder there that I had to work, right? And I decided after the sort of the first step, I thought, it's not for me, this.
Yeah.
But if you win, it's all kind of like, right, well...
Yeah, the world's your
go.
oyster.
But it's a programme. It's just a one-off programme, isn't it? It's like, it is like, you got to treat it like faking it.
Yeah, but faking it, right? That little gay fella who ended up being a doorman, he's actually doing that as a proper job now or something. He loved it so much.
Do you seriously think I have any intentions of getting into the fight game and leaving entertainment behind?
Well, what's the point then?
What do you mean? What's the point in what's the point in watching television? It's entertainment.
Or educational. I watch it to sort of soak in information.
Well, this is educational. I'm learning a lot. I'm actually learning a lot, and I can't believe my luck. I've got professionals telling me, you know, hopefully how to lose weight and punch hard. That's just fun. It's like having golf lessons.
Right, but say, I mean, here's an example.
Go on.
It's a nice way to plug it. We've got Rockbusters coming up in about 10 minutes or something, right? Now,
look forward to that.
People email in, and they don't just do it for fun. They do it because they know they've got some good prizes lined up.
Right.
So they're doing it because it gets them something.
Yeah, my prize is that I've learned something in life. I've gone through an experience, and hopefully I'll come out in some way better if I don't get mashed. That's it. That's the prize. That's why we do anything, isn't it?
I think this is an example of you, Carl, is you give up too easy.
Yeah, and you gave that
up straight away.
You think there's no point in anything.
I did Crusaders for I think I lasted that out for about 4 weeks.
What's Crusaders?
Well, it was my mate, right? He was religious.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not really. But
no, I mean, you believe in ghosts though and shadows pushing people off bikes. But go on.
But it's the same time. I think I told you once before that I went to the church with this lad because I swore, and he said he was going to tell me dad.
Yeah.
I was effing and jeffing. So he said, if you're going
Is that how they get people to church nowadays?
I love that little kid that, yeah, he hasn't quite got the idea of the protection game. There's nothing in it for him. Either you turn to religion or I tell your father.
Right, so I went to church with him and that, and then the next week he said, I know that was rubbish and you didn't enjoy it. It's when I got kicked out for messing with a tennis ball in the pews, right?
I don't think we've heard that, but I don't think we could possibly go into that now.
Summed it up.
Yeah.
So,
well, no,
come on, we'll come back to that. You had a tennis ball and some pubes.
No, in the pews.
In the pews, right. Yeah. But anyway, so I went there and I said, I don't think much of this church thing, it's a bit boring.
Sorry, and so you went to church and you ended up in the Crusades?
No, it's called the Crusaders. What it is, it's meant to be the fun part of religion for kids.
Right.
And my mate said, oh, you want to come along? It's, you go on a Friday night and do it on a Sunday as well. Right, so I went on the Friday night. It was brilliant. They had Sabutio, played table tennis in this dead big old house.
And what do they do at the end? Say, I hope you enjoy yourself. Remember, God gave you all this.
Well, it's sort of, enjoy the simple things in life. You don't need computer games. You can play table tennis and talk with your friends.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's all right.
I think you'd be happy in a young offenders institution. You get to clean the toilets there.
But don't forget, Carl, I think God invented Nintendo too.
Right. Well, anyway, so that was all right. I loved it on the Friday.
Yeah.
And my mate said if you go for 4 weeks in a row without missing a day, you get a free badge. And
salvation.
I don't like all this sort of being stuck in stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's
I don't get tied down.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, every day. Yeah. Right. So, anyway, so you've got to come again on Sunday. So I thought, well, we'll have another game of table tennis. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go on the Sunday.
Who was this servant of God?
Right. I go on the Sunday. It's like a totally different club. There's no table tennis.
That's how they trick you.
No Sabutio.
Yeah.
They start handing out Bibles.
Oh. It's like a timeshare thing.
Hang on a minute, right?
They trick you.
So I didn't go again on Sundays. I used to just go on the Friday.
Just go on the Friday. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. I'm amazed no one else saw through that.
Well, the thing is, there used to be loads there on the Friday, so I thought they won't even notice that I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? That I'm not showing up on a Sunday. So anyway, carried on. It was
just this kid in the vicar.
Oh, I love that. You got one over on the church.
So I was loving it, right? Playing table tennis and that.
Yeah,
and then on a Sunday, they found out where I live, and the head fella started coming round, knocking on the door.
God.
He's everywhere, Rick.
Why did he knock?
The fella.
Politeness.
the fella who like ran the club, he started coming around and knocking on the door. And I saw him coming up the path, and I said to my mum, "Oh, it's the fella from the Crusaders." Yeah. She didn't even know what I was.
No,
she
thought
like,
you were off nicking hubcaps and stealing cars.
She didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
You've been going to church.
I don't believe it.
Little bleeder.
That's not how we brought you up.
So I said, "Look, just tell him I'm not in. Tell him I'm not in." And then she had to keep doing this, and they were coming round every Sunday to try and make me like. Go on a Sunday. It was really important that I went and that I was abusing the system and all this. Anyway, I didn't go. And then
why didn't they just tell you on next time we turned up on a Friday?
No, well, because there was so many people there on a Friday, you just get mixed in the crowd.
Yeah,
right? It was jammed. It was well popular on a Friday.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, on one of the Sundays, it was quiet for a bit, and they stopped coming round. So I thought, right, I can go out again, right, on a Sunday, because I used to avoid hanging around the house.
What sort of reign of terror is this?
Incredible.
Right. So I thought,
it's like the Spanish Inquisition.
So I thought, great, they forgot about me.
Yeah.
Everything, I can carry on in sort of normal life now.
Yeah.
And I was playing out in the avenue. Fella comes round. And he goes, there you are. You know, you're always busy on a Sunday. You enjoy Fridays and that, don't you? I was like, yeah. He goes, well, come on, you've got to come with me. And I couldn't get out of it. No. You know what I mean? It's like, what could I say?
Charlie says.
Right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, he nearly killed me in a car crash. So that was the excuse I used next time. He had a Mini, right? And he was driving us there, and he hit the curb, nearly sort of turned over the Mini. Right? There was like 3 of us in the back. So I said...
Is that a record?
So... Next time, he came round to pick us up, I said, look, really enjoyed it and that. I said, but ever since that journey, I really, you know, I don't want to get in the car with you again because it scared me a bit. And I said, all right then, I didn't have to go again.
That's all right, isn't it?
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
He almost killed you in a car crash.
It's parable. Thank God no one was hurt.
Yeah.
I remember that...
Your life moves in incredible ways.
Yeah.
Rather like God.
Yeah. So, they're probably round there now, aren't they? Going, is he coming tomorrow? What we got?
Well, we're talking about the prizes next.
Well, let's talk about the prizes. We've got the big game Rockbusters coming your way soon, Rick. I know you're excited about that. And is there more educating Ricky this week? Have you got that planned?
There is. We are struggling on that feature a bit now because I feel like we've covered a lot of topics.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know about hairy Chinese kids and deaf people that hit their head and can hear again. Sure. So I don't think there's lots more to learn in life.
So it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion. I think it was your error.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, if you get mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research. Yeah. It was my fault. I've made an error. Yeah. It is a valance.
Okay.
And I know about valances. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them. Yeah. Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. Yes. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So...
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a valance around the table.
She just got valances around everything now.
Yeah. Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. Oh. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a valance around that.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So, that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft. Yeah. It's great.
So everything's got a valance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll valance around your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes. Lest our listeners forget. Farted for 5 minutes. Called his mum, saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into the fart.
My mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped.
She couldn't time it because there was a valance over the clock.
Yeah, she
used to annoy her when she was on the phone and you put her off seeing the time. She was guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't making a noise, it was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise?
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So,
That's fantastic. Well, we started off with a new one, a little bit of Foo Fighters. We like new and old on this show, don't we?
Indeed, we like to mix it up.
I'd like to play the Smiths from their debut album, I Don't Owe You Anything. I Don't Owe You Anything. The lads from Carl's hometown there.
Indeed.
The Smiths. Brilliant, that one. Wow, I went to Manchester, didn't I, the other day? Went up to Manchester for a little corporate. It was all right. Yeah. He went, wait till you get out. You see Piccadilly, it's better than Euston. Right. It was. It was nicer. I went outside and there was a ridiculous queue, and sort of one cab.
Right. Yeah.
So
horse-drawn.
Yeah. And so I walked, and it was okay. It was only down the road. It was a bit dark. It was wet and raining.
Obviously, it's the north.
I know, yeah. The hotel was very nice, but no minibar. I've never seen that before. I've travelled all over the world seeing a hotel without a minibar. So I don't know what's going on then. I don't know what's going on there. And then I did this corporate gig in Old Trafford. Pitch was up, don't know what they were doing, but, very impressive. Big, impressive. I think they're the richest football club, aren't they, Carl?
Yeah.
You did a gig at where?
Old Trafford. It was in a function room.
Oh, well, I thought it was the stadium.
No, I'm not that big yet. Yeah. No. But I mean, I can't really comment on Manchester. I do know that Liverpool was voted most important music city via poll.
True enough.
Carl, you're making noises while I'm talking.
Yeah, but you do this all the time trying to wind me up. And I'm not saying Manchester's the best place in the world, but what I'm saying is there's bits of it that I really miss.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday, right? When I'd met up with Ricky, we had spaghetti bolognese, which was all right. And then I said to him, I need some soil.
Damn, I wish you'd invited me. It sounds amazing.
So I need some soil. What do you think?
You need some what? Soil?
Soil, yeah.
I need to repot a plant, right?
Yeah.
So
you need to repot a plant?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, where you can't see these shops in London. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing around.
I took him straight to one in my street.
Yeah, but near your street, and that's probably the only one in London.
Well, you say that, Carl.
No, it does annoy me. Round my way, it's like,
You can't move for soil shops.
You can't. There's earth. You can just pick up handfuls walking down the street.
Yeah, incredible. People just lean over into someone's front garden. No, you can take the plants as well.
No, but what I'm saying is, Manchester, there's loads of decent hardware shops.
Yeah.
Here, if you want a panini and a latte or whatever, you can't move from. But for soil, I had to go virtually how many miles away from me to carry that soil home and stuff. Yeah. It's not good. I mean, London's all right, but if cities were sort of
it's neglecting the peat market, really. Well,
there's barely any mulch available in central London.
I'm sick and tired of not getting a good decent compost of a Sunday.
Indeed.
So I'm thinking of moving to the north, where there is loads of soil and gravel.
Indeed.
And animal shite.
Whatever.
See, you're eating a biscuit. I can't believe it. Are you bored with this already? Do you know what? MTV called me last week. They called me again yesterday and said, when can they come down to do they're coming down next Saturday, by the way, to do a little screen test for you. They're going to sort of just film you with a little camcorder. You said this. They're going to film you. Are you alright? Do you want to, are you hungry? Do you want to go out and have a meal? I can't believe you're eating while I'm on air.
No one can hear that.
Do you know who I am?
No one can hear that.
Explain who I am.
Well, that's Ricky Gervais, right? He's made his name on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done any number of corporate gigs, and they pay silly money. So, I mean, this guy's earning, and really earning beyond his talent. All right? So
I think I deserve a little bit more than a little mank eating a biscuit while I'm talking.
Rick Gervais?
Yeah.
Have you won a BAFTA?
Yeah, too.
All right, so just a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl,
well,
what have you won? What have you won?
I got a bronze certificate for doing a full week at school.
That's great.
It was only a bronze.
What's that then? 3 out of 5 days.
And I got me a little Crusaders badge, if you remember.
What's the little Crusaders badge?
The Crusaders badge for the religious club. So
I was that the fella that you went and played. You had to go ping pong ball. So they wanted to talk to you about God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a Crusaders badge, did you?
Yeah, that's why I went. That's why I joined. That's why I joined.
For the badge.
I like the little badge. Did 4 weeks, then packed it in.
Travis on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. We're doing Educating Ricky. Right, final one. Come on, Karl.
Right, what was it? It was, why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write on?
Yeah. Yeah. Because snappy.
I couldn't think of a heading for it. It's basically,
Go on.
people who have tattoos, I've never understood it, right? That they have something put on their arm.
Well, sorry. have we started the education? Is this part of it? Are you educating me? This is something that will be useful in my life that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Go on then.
No, it's just like they've got a machine out, right, that does tattoos. You come up with a design you want, and you sort of this machine scans it, and you put your arm in this thing, and you press print or whatever, and then it does the tattoo on your hand or on your arm.
Like loads of little needles that follow a pattern?
Yeah,
computer.
basically, yeah.
Is it a real tattoo? It's a proper
proper one. The fella said...
well, as long as it goes out, it pierces the skin with a
I just wondered if it's one of those kind of, those kind of...
No, it must be lots of little needles or a moving needle that can go along.
But how is this cleaned, like, in between each person?
Don't know, probably... I don't know.
Well, no, as long as it's only that... If it's one needle, it's just the head, isn't it? If it's one needle that moves, does it like loads of little...
What are we gaining from a machine doing it?
Just because they're going to sort of mess it up.
But hold on, how do you keep your arm still? Because your skin moves slightly. So the machine
it's sort of strapped to your arm.
Right,
and
so it's spread...
the fella said that the tricky thing was in all this, it was the fact that, nobody would let him test it out on anyone else, so he had to do it himself.
But did it work? Because the thing is with a tattoo artist, they can see when your skin's moved and they can see what they've done and they keep wiping it and looking, whereas a machine's just got to trust itself. Yeah. So I think one needle could go wrong. If it was a lot of needles that it just came down, like, 1,000 needles that was an imprint.
Yeah.
But obviously I'm asking someone who hasn't delved any further than there's a machine that can give you a tattoo. That's all you've got at the moment, isn't it?
Well, basically.
That's all you've got?
I mean, that's what I've got, because I'm not a fan of tattoos. I don't...
But where did you read this again?
This was...
Internet?
This was on the internet, yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay.
And I just don't understand why people do it. That's what got me attention. Because me...
Sorry, what have I learned from this?
That if you wanted to get one, you can get one done by a machine now. People say machines are sort of taking over and that, and there's another one. But it's just the fact. I mean, I don't know.
So give us the snappy title of this education again.
Why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write it on? That's what I always think when I see people with loads of tattoos. Like there's that fella who we were talking about the other week in Scotland who was covered 99% in tattoos. Yeah. It's just like, what have you done that for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't get rid of it now. You've done it now.
Yeah.
One of my uncles, right, Tattoo Stan, he's just caked in them.
Tattoos.
Right.
I don't think he's my proper uncle, but it's just like my dad's got...
Tattoo Stan!
No, my dad's
that's a province in Russia, isn't it?
My dad's got loads of mates who...
When you say he's not your proper uncle...
do you know, like, when someone comes around, you're alright, Uncle Stan?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there was my dad had loads of mates like that. There was John the Screw.
Right.
So he either works in a prison or he likes to have sex.
Cabbie. Cab driver.
Okay.
There was Jimmy the Hat. I don't know where he
Jimmy
did.
the Hat?
Yeah. And,
did he wear a hat?
No.
No.
There was Fred the Veg.
You sure he wasn't a relative?
Sorry.
Fred the Veg used to get us like big bags of potatoes and that.
Fred Veg, okay.
And there was Tattoo Stan. Right. And he was just caked in them. And I used to always look at him thinking, why have you done that? I must have only been like, 6
I
or
suppose
7.
if you're born with a name like Tattoo Stan,
exactly,
you're destined, aren't you?
Were
really?
they like a 1950s gang?
I'm worried about. I'm worried about
doing a bank job.
What was his name? The Hat. What was his name?
Jimmy the Hat.
I'm worried about Jimmy the Hat.
Yeah.
Not having a hat.
I don't understand it.
Are you sure he didn't have a hat?
Not when I met him.
Did he ever wear a hat?
I didn't see him that much.
Do you think it was a joke, like, when your mate's sort of like, 8 foot and huge, you call him Little John or Tiny? Do you think
the fact that he never wore a hat?
Yeah, they went, hold on, I've noticed something about Jim. Go on. No hat. And I go, oh, true, let's call him Jim the Hat.
Jimmy the Hat, yeah. But my Uncle Stan, he had like loads of them. He did them himself.
Oh dear!
And it was always that thing.
God. What was it? Things like
he had like the
cross
cut here,
made in Britain.
And if you're going to do them yourself, I'd say at least make sure you're sort of a good drawer.
Yeah, and don't do it in the mirror so it comes out backwards.
Well, that was the other thing. But like, I remember he did. Names are all right. He had like all his kids' names down his arm. And,
what are they called?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's
Tattoo Stan Jr.
Yeah.
And
Paul shits to bed.
I'm trying to
Oh, wabbai cake. Yeah.
But yeah,
Frankie never amounts to anything. Oh, God.
so he had like,
Johnny, I don't think he's mine.
so he did all this. I don't even know why I'm telling you about tattoos.
No, nor do I, Carl.
Hey,
to be honest.
Get a free bet when you bet £5 every week of the Premier League season and a big boost every day. That's Ladisfaction from Ladbrokes. And for extra Ladisfaction, here's the T's and C's Garage Style.
18 plus, 1st of September to 24th of May. Opt-in weekly. Selected Premier League markets. Match 1 free bet per week. Values vary. Restrictions and T&Cs apply. Daily odds boosts. T&Cs on ladbrokes.com. Gambleaware.org.
Don and Blitzen from the About a Boy soundtrack by Badly Drawn Boy.
Christmas theme there.
You spotted the Christmas theme.
Yeah. Carl's not really in a festive mood, but...
I can't imagine Christmas is your time of year, is it, Carl? Well, I'm not sure any time of the year is, really.
I liked it when I was about... I think when I was about 7, I enjoyed it.
Was that the one? Was that the year, the big year for you?
You get loads of stuff, you don't have to worry about anyone else, but once you've, got a job...
What did you get when were you doing your paper round? How old were you then?
I was about 13, 14.
Well, that was then you were a man, weren't you?
I had to buy stuff.
Oh.
But you're still not
You're quite a selfish man, aren't you? I didn't realise this.
No, it's just that Christmas...
And that's coming from him, Carl.
My dad always said...
Oh, right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for, for me, so he used to stay in bed. So he never...
That's brilliant. That's a great thing to say, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up because she used to like to see my face light up, when I opened the presents. And then...
to keep fireworks.
And then... then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards because, my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties and I wasn't, old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here, playing with this. Brother comes in, he's had a few, right? He's going, yeah, give us a go on your train.
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Probably about 18, 19, something like that. I had a train set, so, I don't know, about
14.
Something like that. Yeah. Right, so I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff. And then he comes in and goes, give us a go. He turns the transformer up to 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, though.
Rick, I just thought that there's satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or
it doesn't work in any way because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through though. British Rail was trains, and the government broke the trains in many ways. They didn't break them, not officially breaking them, but they kind of.
It does work. It's perfect.
I'm very pleased with that.
And I can't. And no one's asked him to be on the Have I Got News for You.
It's weird, isn't it?
Because
it's strange that when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah. And he's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that though, weren't you?
It's a bit annoying though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it really debauched down there? Was it eggnog everywhere?
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, if you're a kid, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8 maybe. And
you think so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
Well, don't have the party on to Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well, I think that was the year, right? You're talking about buying presents and stuff. I think I did treat my mum to that. I didn't buy my dad anything. I think that was when I got a bit older, I used to get my dad something because he wasn't that bothered anyway. No. So, got me mum, there was a cheap shop, right?
Of course.
Thank God for that.
Called Snips. Right? So I went in there and I thought, let's see what I can get her. And remember Victoria Plum?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like a fairy character. Right. And my mum's into gnomes and stuff, right? So I thought, right.
She must be pleased with you then.
Victoria Plum. I was thinking, is that one of the neighbours? Is it like a brandy
Do you
liqueur?
remember Victoria Plum?
Victoria Plum.
Victoria Plum, yeah, it's like a little fictional sort of character, right?
Okay.
So I saw it, I thought, yeah, she'll love that, right? So I did my paper round, saved up for 2 weeks, right?
Oh.
Got that sorted, went to Snips, bought the Victoria Plum. Next day, I'm in town with her, right? So I think, I know what I'll do. I said, come in here a minute, right? So we go in, and we're looking around, and I tested her, right? I went, look at that there, that's all right, innit? And she goes, oh, it's bloody awful.
Oh, Carl. Oh, Carl. Oh, God.
So then Christmas Day comes, I said, don't bother opening it. She said, no, why? I said,
Oh, no, why did you still give it to her?
So, well, it was too late, I'd already bought it.
Oh, Carl.
So she opened it, and I was like, and she said, oh, that's nice. I said, why are you saying that? I said, the other day, you said it was bloody awful. She said, oh, no, I thought you were pointing at something else.
Oh, no.
So that's why I don't get anyone anything anymore.
Oh, God. Play record. Oh, God. Oh. That's good, isn't it?
Not bad.
Gold Rush. Let you down. I'm actually quite affected by Carl's Victoria Plum scenario. Just the fact that, like, that eagerness, he wants to make sure it's a great present. He's saved up his paper round. He thinks it's like a gnome, but modern.
I'm worried that you're using it as an excuse now, and that's why you're not buying anyone any gifts, because you had your fingers burned once. I mean, you were 6, 7 years old. To be fair.
No, you weren't. You were about 13, weren't you, if you're doing your paper round?
Yeah, I must have been, 11 or 12 then.
All right.
Yeah, so I'd saved up. Oh, no, I'm not using it as a thing. It's just that...
What did you get your mum this year?
I've sent them some money so they can get a passport.
So they can get a passport?
What do you mean, where are they?
Immigrants?
Are they trapped somewhere? Well, they're in a holding bay somewhere in Dover.
Yeah, I got a friend who's a truck driver who's going to sneak them across.
What do you mean?
So they can buy a passport. What do they do? Sell it when they're a bit down in their luck?
No, they haven't got that much money, right? They've never been abroad, and the mate said they might take them next year, and they said, oh, we haven't got a passport, so
You've got to buy a passport, have you? Isn't that your God-given right as an Englishman?
No, you've got to pay for them. They're 30 quid each, so you better had to, otherwise they're conning me.
Right. So you sent them 60
You don't
quid?
get born with a passport, of course you
sent
don't.
them 60 quid in an envelope, have you?
Well, check.
Right.
I love that. He'll be watching telly and France will come on and he'll go, oh, what do you think of that? She goes, it looks bloody awful.
Yeah,
Don't open it.
no.
Don't open it.
Yeah.
Don't open it.
So you've not paid for a holiday for them?
No, I've just sorted out well, it's the better prize, isn't it? Because they can't go anywhere without it.
Well, the passport keeps on giving.
Yeah.
So 10 years. That is, yeah.
So, but no, I never used to, I mean, I can't think of other things. I used to get me dad once I started getting him stuff, it used to be a dressing gown, and then, but as an extra surprise, I used to put like a cigar in the pocket, so he'd think that was it.
Yeah.
Then he'd put it on and put his hand in the pocket.
Right, and then he'd just hit you because he thought you'd nicked it.
Oh, dear.
So you bought him a jacket with a cigar? That's quite thoughtful.
Did you sneak a cigar once on Christmas?
Yeah. Well, that's when they used to have like the big do's, like I say. You know, they were known for it. Like the whole estate used to know that. You know, we were having a party.
Yeah.
So
they'd all come round.
So they'd all come round and just have food and drink and that.
I cannot imagine how unpleasant that must have been.
Awful.
And you locked in your bedroom with a broken train set.
Yeah,
and looking at Victoria Plum, whatever that was.
In the bin.
Oh, in the bin, yeah. And hear a mum saying, and he got me this. Isn't this
piece
shit?
of rubbish.
You could hear him just throwing it against the wall and laughing.
And all the neighbours laughing.
And you'd come down, just be in pieces with loads of spit on it. Just loads of gob on it.
Eyes.
And all the Polaroids of them just like laughing at him,
pointing.
stamping on it.
All right.
That's all flooding back.
But no, I used to get up in the morning and then like they'd still sort of all be there asleep on the floor and on the sofa.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh.
That's terrible. Christmas is surely the one day a year which is a family thing. It's for the kids. They're the ones
that was Boxing Day.
Well, I know.
Oh, that's all right. It's over.
Yeah.
Back on the bike. All right. Who's going to pay for this? What, me? Yes, Carl. You're doing 2 rounds today.
Yeah, what's your paper round supporting the entire family?
No, so I used to get up and like go downstairs and they'd be asleep, so I'd be mooching about trying to find like another present that's still working.
I love the idea that these people from the estate had like squashed his presents.
So I found a cigar that had been sort of lit up and then put out, so I thought, I'll have a go at that. I went outside and had a go, and that's the last time I smoked.
Right.
I tried it, I thought, I don't like that.
I love the fact that he does everything once.
Yeah.
In his life, it's a line of, I've done everything once, I don't need to do it again.
Teenage Fan Club from the XFM Christmas album, and that's Christmas Eve.
Their guitar sounds are just brilliant. They're just always so nice. All right, Carl, would you like that? Would you like Teenage Fan Club?
Yeah, they're good.
Carl, I feel like you've never kind of enjoyed the wonder of Christmas. I can't ever get the sense, maybe except when you were very, very young, that kind of bright-eyed, thinking of Santa, kind of landing on the roof and coming down the chimney and drinking the sherry or whatever.
So I like the idea of it, right?
Sure.
The sort of, I used to get a couple of annuals every year,
So do I, yeah.
And I was allowed to open one on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
they could throw it on the fire.
I think
it is a
quick skim through, do the words right.
Yeah. I think so that's a light of a cigar off the cooker.
Well, anyway, listen, a good friend of ours, Ross Noble, the comedian, brilliant, he gave me this picture, Carl, which he's got from a magazine.
He loves you.
And I have to say, I think this... I just looked at it then. Obviously, it's not going to mean much to the listener.
Oh, this is self-indulgent.
It is currently available. I think it's in the current edition of Bizarre magazine, so you might want to buy that.
It's not horrible, though, is it?
There's a certain grotesqueness about it.
Oh, it's a deformed person, isn't it?
Well, to a degree, but I think what it's going to do for Carl is give him, I think for you and I, Rick, we're going to see his face. Lighten up, like opening a wonderful Christmas gift.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this. Is this the one with the kid with the big head?
I'll be honest with you, Carl, it is. Have you seen it already?
Yeah.
Let me just show it to you again so you can kind of
I haven't seen it.
It's like... yeah.
We shouldn't be laughing at that.
No, but that is like the kid who I went to school with. That is the same.
That can't be the same.
So do you recognise him?
Seriously, that is the same thing he had.
I have to say, it does look like it's been computer generated. It's so odd.
Yeah.
But look at the child's face.
I know.
Look at his reaction. Don't take another photo of me.
I'm not sure this is right.
It's not right. But I was hoping that would give you, Carl, just a little glimpse of.
We've had a request as well on the best bits. So someone wants to hear you talking about your mates with the big heads.
I don't leave it, because every time we go there, we get some sort of complaint about something.
About what?
Just leave it. Well, that for some reason that always goes from the story with my dad going to Blackpool for taking those kids there.
And what kids?
And, leave it.
No, what? I don't know. There's people that know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you when we put a song on.
No, well, I know what it is, but you can't just say that.
Well,
is it when your dad put a kid in the wheelie bin because he was getting it home?
Yeah. So
we can't go through it again. It's too controversial.
We're gonna. What's the name? No, well, the thing is, right, you were just saying about what are you about Christmas. That's the funny thing, right? Because in our house there's no one who's religious, right? No. My dad got annoyed when I went to church that day. He was like, what are you doing that for?
Of course.
I went to see a gig in Liverpool. Remember the band The Christians?
Yeah.
He thought I'd join some club.
Yeah.
I said, I've been to see The Christians. He was saying to me, man, what's he doing going out with them?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, because I'm not christened or anything, my mum used to say to me, don't tell anyone that, because there's witches and stuff.
I want to go back and see his upbringing. I just want to go back and see him at 7. One day in the life of Carl, age 7.
Just to have 3 ghosts visit him tonight. And take him back through time. But we could go with him.
We can be some of the ghosts.
Yeah, the ghosts of Christmas past. Remember this?
That's incredible. Because don't tell me what.
Just she thought.
So she wasn't Christian, but she thought maybe someone could take your soul because you weren't christened.
There's like there's cults and that, isn't there? And if they find out you're not christened, then
right. I don't think they care. I don't think a lot of cults care.
Well,
but what can they do if you're not Christian?
I don't know. I just said all right, because then through that time there must have been a time when.
But hold on, now they know.
Yeah, but I'm older now, so I'm all right. She used to worry about me playing out on the street.
Oh, she was worried about whether you were naive and stupid and easily led.
Well,
yeah. No. Good point. No, you're right now. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I just have to show you something, Rick, before we move on. I know we've got another Educating Ricky, but someone just sent this in. Yeah. They've been looking on eBay for Victoria Plum.
You're joking?
Come here and see the photograph.
Oh, God, that's fantastic.
Have a look. That's it.
Oh, God, he got that for his mum.
It's the worst piece of tat I've ever seen.
Carl! Carl. Imagine how... Oh,
gutted.
Carl. Imagine how... Look, think of him now, right?
There it is.
That's the worst thing I've ever ever seen. I tell you, it looks like a Diddy man gone wrong.
It
looks like a Diddy man prostitute. That is.
Is that the one, Carl?
Well, it was a different colour. It had a yellow at mine.
No, but look. How do they get? Tell them they go into eBay.
So you need to log on to ebay.co.uk. I'm sure you've used it before. It's the online marketplace, ebay.co.uk. And if you type in Victoria Plum, I'm assuming that you can track this down.
That's amazing.
It's the worst piece of rubbish I've ever
think
seen.
how cute he was as a kid, though, doing that. Just think of him, just going... just seeing that and thinking, she likes gnomes! It's the worst thing I've ever seen!
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what her prize collection of gnomes looks like, but I can't imagine they're much better than that. I mean, gnomes are a fairly grotesque thing. But certainly your mum's taste and discretion is...
Did you ever those houses on your estate, you'd go in there and it was just loads of those dolls still in their packaging all around the room? And sort of like one of those homes that keeps the sort of packaging on the three-piece suite.
Why don't you buy another one for her for Christmas?
Yeah.
It's $3.99. It looks, but that's £2.49 because that was $399.
Well.
Oh, buy it, Carl.
No, because I've sorted out her passport this year anyway. I'll get her that next year.
Ready to launch your business? Get started with the commerce platform made for entrepreneurs. Shopify is specially designed to help you start, run, and grow your business with easy customizable themes that let you build your brand, marketing tools that get your products out there, integrated shipping solutions that actually save you time, from startups to scale-ups, online, in person, and on the go. Shopify is made for entrepreneurs like you.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/setup.
I've had an email from Andrew Forrest, who has just simply entitled it Karl Pilkington. Oh, Karl Pilkington.
What do you think of that?
That's got to be your new name from now on.
I had a mate who used to use it.
What, used to call you that?
Yeah.
Was that your nickname at school, Pilkington?
No, it's not my nickname.
It is now.
No, it's not.
It is now.
Pilkington.
Pilkington.
Oi, Pilkington.
Oi, Pilkington.
Pilkington, do my homework.
Where do you live? Where do you come from? Pilkington?
No, there's this lad who called Mark, right, who I used to go to school with, who used to call me that. And his mum, right, was like obsessed with cleaning. And I was never allowed in their flat.
He makes the place look untidy.
So she used to, I don't know if it was just me or all his mates, but I used to turn up and she goes, yeah, he is in, but you know what you've got to do? And I used to have to go round the side of his flat, and he had a computer, right, which I used to play. I didn't have one at that point, but he had one. And I used to have to go round the side of the flat and stand at his bedroom window with his window open, and I'd be sort of leaning in playing the game.
You are joking.
I'm not. His mum...
You had the weirdest upbringing I've ever heard. The things you were willing to do. It's the strangest. What is this town like?
No, I stopped going.
Was there always music? Right? There's the horse in the house there. Oh, look at these two kids with big heads and webbed feet. All right, Ronnie. All right, Reggie. What was it like?
She was obsessed.
It is like you've grown up in a cartoon made for children.
Yeah.
No, his mum was really obsessed with cleaning. Can
I play through his window?
I used to...
Mrs. Ramsbottom, can I play through Mark's window? Aye, you know what you have to do.
She used to be up till about 3 in the morning.
Pilkington again? Have you washed your hands?
Well, up till 3 in the morning, washing.
She used to be up doing the tiles in the kitchen.
Washing until 3 in the morning?
It's at 3 in the morning. And for ages and ages, that's saying that out on the tiles, I used to think that came from, like, his mum. Because she was out, like, cleaning them late. So, till I was about 13, I thought that saying, out late, on the tiles...
Yeah.
Was...
And now you're not confused by anything.
Well...
There's no misunderstandings in your life now, is there?
So he was allowed to walk in and out of the house, was he?
No, he was alright, and he used to come round to ours a lot, and my mum used to get these pies from Hagenbach's, right? So...
I don't know what that is.
It's at that bakery where they used to chuck the cakes out the back, I'll tell you about.
Yeah.
And you at 6,
He loved it, but I could never go round to theirs, or if I did, it was like, well, yeah, he is in, and I'd go, alright, and then I'd walk round the side of the flat. Stand outside.
Why did you ever knock at the door? Why don't you just go around and knock on the window?
Just to check he's in, because he wasn't always in his room. If he was in the lounge, he'd have to go to his bedroom, and then that's
to meet you. This is the strangest. And you'd play a computer game through the window.
You say it was a flat. It wasn't like a 5th story one, and you had to get in one of those kind of cleaning contraptions and like winch your way up.
I love the idea of that.
So,
Oh, Pilkington. Clocks from the Coldplay on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, and back, Karl Pilkington.
Hey.
He's raring to go. It's nice when you have a bit of time off, isn't it?
Yeah, how long have you had off now?
About 3 weeks. About 3 weeks, yeah. We can't do that because we're sort of self-employed and we'd be letting people down, but it's different when you get paid anyway, whether you turn up or not. But good to have you back.
I'm never off ill.
No,
it's the first time I've ever been off ill. Like,
well, no, I mean, just you're off 2 weeks and then you're off.
No, I just wish I was the kind of person who could let down an audience of regular listeners.
Yeah, but like I say...
Well, no, we spoke to you, you weren't that bad. A cold, you don't go home for a cold. We were discussing this last night in the pub, and, you don't go home for a cold. Okay, so moving on, what have we got then? We've got some great songs.
Though.
I've brought in the Smiths, I've brought in Buzz Cox, I've brought in Neil Young. I know Steve's got some hip-hop.
Some great hip-hop.
I've got some great Elvis Costello. It's going to be great. Carl, come on, concentrate. You've been away for 3 weeks.
Just annoyed. No, stop saying that. Because you're annoying me now.
Why? Oh, what you do? Go home ill? Oh, he's annoyed me. Oh, has he? Yeah, I got a bit of headache. I'm a little bit annoyed. Can I have some time off but still get paid? Yes, of course you can,
Steve,
Carl.
right, he called me up, winding me up about this. And, right, I'm 30, right? I'm 30 now. I can only remember being off 2 times.
Oh, his memory's going as well. You'll have some time off.
And both of them were when I was at school.
What's school?
One when it was windy.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
But to be honest, Carl, that lasted for 7 years. Your time off at school.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
Were you windy, or was it windy outside?
No, it was like when...
Your auntie wasn't out the window, was she?
When the winds were bad in the 70s, and my mum said, oh...
What? I remember space operas and flares. I don't remember the winds being bad in the 70s.
Well, my mum just said, you might get blown into the road, so don't go.
She had so much faith in you, didn't she? As a human being.
Is that why she got fired from the pie shop? I'm not coming in today, I might get blown into the road.
God.
The funny thing it was, right, Steve, they had this thing going at school, because a lot of people used to wag it back then. Right?
Used to what?
Wag it, sort of not go in.
Yeah.
Right.
And they sort of tried to make it interesting for you by giving you an
education.
A certificate if you did a full week.
Reward for the rest of your life with achievement. That sort of carrot.
And also, like, let you go home at 3 o'clock on a Friday.
Right.
If you'd done a full week and that.
Yeah.
So it was lovely weather all week. Then it just sort of changed on a Friday. And I got up and it was all windy.
It's always windy for Friday on Sunday, isn't it?
Don't, if you don't go in because, you might get blown into the road and that. So I said, all right, then I'll stay off. And,
so why did she told you to hold on to a fence or walk you there? What's this? Don't go out.
Immediately give up.
I love this getting blown into the road. Is that based on your cats that kept getting blown into the road?
Well, so I got to school on the Monday, right? And the teacher said,
Took you a long time.
Today, to punish you, you're the only one who wrecked the whole week, right? Everyone else came in. You didn't. So everyone else is going home at 3 o'clock today. But you're not.
Brilliant. Serves you right. And
I wasn't bothered though. It was great because I said, well, you'll have to stay with me, won't you? And it was great. So all I did for half an hour was doodle and stuff. It was great that afternoon.
Yeah.
And that was ages ago. That was like when I was about 8. And that's one of the times I was off ill.
Yeah.
So it was,
but that wasn't even ill. That was wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Right. Yeah, it's a bit different when you're in the adult world, though, Carl. You can't just not turn up because you've got a bit of a cold or you're a bit fed up. I mean, we had an appointment 4 o'clock Thursday, wasn't it? And he had to call it because I cancelled it. Meeting went on a bit late. Time management. Get things done. If it was important, you'd get it done. Play a record, Carl.
Pull your finger out, please.
When I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid. It's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right? As long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet, right? And you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right? And my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
You know, caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah. She
did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear?
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were you?
It was like a ripped tennis ball.
What? Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Sonys.
I've told you before about buying presents.
Did those gloves have your name sewn in them? And a piece of string that ran over the back of your duffel coat?
You know, I've never been into getting presents and that. I had the problem at that Christmas one, that time with the Victoria Plum.
Yeah, we'd hate that. We'd hate to bring that back.
We've done that.
Because you talked about the book, because it's kind of to do with your dad, isn't it? He's a very bad gift buyer. Was that the problem?
Well, yeah, my dad just wouldn't bother. It was my mum who sort of made an effort, and she sort of worked out half of what I wanted, then she left it to me dad to get it off someone, see if he could get one cheap or whatever.
I love the fact that usually people talk about, like, drinking heavily or violent abuse, right? Yeah. But here's what he's been left with and scarred with from parents is bad gift buying.
Yeah, and that's the Victoria Plum incident.
In the greater scheme of things in the world, that's not a bad thing to have, is it?
Right, there was this, this is what it's like about getting presents and stuff, right? With my mum and dad.
Go on.
My mate, Colin, right?
Colin Mackin?
No, Colin Bailey.
Oh,
right? Yeah. He had a little Sinclair Spectrum, right? Computer, which was like the thing to have at that time, right? Yeah. You used to always go round to his house. The deal was...
Not the one you had to play through the window because you weren't allowed to.
No, that's another lad.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is a different lad. And the deal was, he came to our house and my mum gave him a pie. And then I'd go round to his and I'd stay there for a few hours playing, you know, Hungry Horace and stuff like that on it. Right? Now, my mum and dad knew that I really wanted one of these computers, right? So I waited about a year. Came round to Christmas Day. I thought, I reckon might have one. Turned out they bought me the wrong one. They bought me a ZX81 instead of a Spectrum, right? And Christmas Day, I'm there trying to load the games up. It's not working. I'm thinking, what's wrong, right? And the thing with me, when I was a kid, I used to get quite sort of agitated.
This is the moment,
right? I found out that it needed a RAM pack to make it work, right? Looking in the thing and it's saying, and make sure you put your RAM pack in the back. And I was like, oh, where's the RAM pack? And my dad's going, I don't know, I've got you the main bit. That's it. So I was that wound up, I just was sick, right? Just sick. I didn't feel sick or anything. I just was like, oh God. Went to the sink, just sick. Because I was that on edge about it. I said, come on, we've got to get one. And my dad's like, Tandy's shut. We're not gonna get anything today. Ruined again, Christmas Day. That was after the year when my train set got blown up by our kid. The following year, no RAM pack. And now you ask me, why don't I get good presents?
He's scarred. He just
I'm gonna die. Honestly, I'm gonna die. He's just clean sick.
Yeah. There's no RAM pack. What?
Did you get to the bottom of it? Why wasn't there a RAM pack?
You have to buy them separate.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean I can't play Frogger?
Oh, no.
So, wasn't there another incident when you threw up? Spontaneously threw up? Through sheer anxiety?
I do get it. It's not so much now because I've relaxed a bit, but as a kid I used to be quite on edge all the time with certain things.
Do you think that's what happened to your cat that kept being sick? That it didn't get the food it wanted and it just threw up? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
God, so they shaved it.
Yeah, but again, you see, the cat thing, I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing.
You didn't.
Right? And someone was talking about
Your mother once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was not a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right? And I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger?
It was honestly, Steve, if it was bigger, it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up and I'd put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there, That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that?
A cat paperweight to keep Karl in place. He keeps blowing around. It's windy. We'll have to weigh him down. Be careful. Your mum probably told him that it's a windy day. You got to get something heavy on him, otherwise he just gets blown into the road. God
bless him.
Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Alf?
No.
He wasn't a proper uncle, right? But it was just one of my dad's mates and that. And he was getting on a bit. He must have been about 60, which is pretty old when you're younger and that. And he was the same. He used to always wear a suit and that, but it was never in good nick. It was always like a rough suit, but it doesn't matter. He's still making half the effort and that. Yeah. And he used to sleep in a dinghy. Right, Uncle Alf.
What, in his house?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, in a flat, he's in like a little bed sit. Because he only had a little bed sit, and he was into boats and stuff. So he had this
Two birds with one stone.
Had this little dinghy, had a little flat, thought, well, it's tight space and that. He had a dinghy as a bed, and he had 2 tellies, right? He had 2 tellies, one that the sound worked on, the other one only the vision worked. So if you wanted to watch a programme...
You had to turn them both on.
Put them both on, like BBC One, turned one up, and watched the other one.
Wow. That's extraordinary.
From his dinghy?
Sat in his dinghy.
That is brilliant.
It was an inflatable dinghy, it wasn't like a wooden...
Yeah, an inflatable one, big inflatable one.
Did you ever go around and visit him?
Yeah, now and again.
Was it weird seeing a 60-year-old bloke in a suit, in a dinghy inside, watching 2 tellies?
It's weird at the time, I thought.
Which of the TVs stopped working properly first? I mean, did he... let's say the sound went on one of them. Yeah. Did he carry on watching the other one, hoping that the other one was fine?
No, he went and got a new telly, and then the vision went on that, and he went, oh no. He went, hold on then.
Wait a minute.
I've got another telly in the wardrobe that I haven't used. It must have been like that.
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds brilliant. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still around, yeah. I haven't seen him for years, but he used to...
was he married?
I think that's what happened. I think his wife passed away, and that's when he had all this... he had a boat. And it's like, oh, where am I going to put it in a bed sit? And it was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sleep in that. So, yeah.
I wonder if he ever brought any women back. Just the idea of bringing them back, getting down to it. Shall we move into the bedroom?
Ahoy! Oh, that is fantastic. What were we talking about before? I was until the most complaints ever. The Last Temptation of Christ.
I haven't seen it.
Was it? It's Scorsese, isn't it?
It's Martin Scorsese, and I've bought the film actually recently because I was intrigued to see it, but I've not actually watched it. But from what I understand, the reason that it was so outrageous is because it has a whole sequence which shows what it would be like if Jesus had lived his life and not martyred himself on the cross, but lived his life as a human being, part of which is him having sex. And so I think that was chiefly what the outrage was, that it was showing this godly man to be, as human as he was supposedly, because he's supposed to be human as well. So that's the reason. That was the reason that there was complaints there. I don't know. I haven't seen the film. I can't say.
You see him, do you?
You see him having sex, I think, yes.
Although it is an actor, Karl.
Yeah, it's not actually Jesus Christ.
It's not the real Robert Powell. No. It's an actor playing Robert Powell.
Exactly. Is that, you see, sex on films and all that, right? When I was growing up, I'd be watching... No, just saying an example of this, really, right? When I was growing up as a kid and I'd be, watching films with my dad, right? He'd really be enjoying a film, right? And then a sex scene would happen.
Right.
And he'd go...
On film? Or just behind you?
In the film, a sex scene would happen.
Your brother up to his old tricks again.
And he'd get up and go make a cup of tea. Right?
Right.
Typhoon? That he'd stolen from some sort of telephone box?
And, even recently, he thinks it ruins a film. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no need for it to happen, is there, really?
Yes.
Why?
Sometimes it's warranted. If the film itself is
there's some films it isn't though. Some films it isn't.
Some films it's arbitrary.
I think the films that him and his dad watched together on Channel 5. Probably not. Is it only on Channel 5 in your house?
But let's put it. Yeah, if you're watching, I don't know, a late night Friday night,
from 1983.
Yeah, Illegal Briefs. A beautiful lawyer has to defend a man who may be a killer. She falls in love with him, but does she know the real man?
Oh dear.
You know what I mean, though.
Lest you forget, of course, that I...
Love Heat. With the bloke that is now in... Go on.
You know, of course, that I, according to the Internet Movie Database, I once appeared in one of those films, in the film Killer Image, a Canadian film, I believe, from 1989. According to that computer...
it's all wrong, isn't it?
It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Of course it is, yeah. Apparently, I was in that, and I played the role of Kirk.
Was it a porn thing?
No. I think it's just an erotic thriller.
Oh, right.
That I suppose it
You
is.
only had a very small part, though, didn't you?
Indeed.
Yeah.
But no, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't need to go that far. Say, like in this Jesus program, right?
Film.
What's it called?
The Last Temptation of Christ.
Just like talking. You know what? What's his name? Is it Ralph in The Simpsons?
Yes.
I drawed a kitty cat. It's like talking to that.
Yeah.
No, but right, this temptation thing, right?
Do you know, often we don't get that many complaints on this show. We don't get very many complaints. And I think that's either because there's no listeners, or B, it's because most people agree with Karl, and that terrifies me.
Or they let him off, because it's like, you can plead insanity, you can go mental and kill a few people, where they go, oh, he's a bit bad.
No, but was it because, like, they're saying that he was having it away, or is it because you saw it? What got the complaints?
The complaint was the very suggestion. That Christ
it was a blasphemous thing, not the fact that you saw an actor's knob.
So what about if they just cut it down a bit and you like saw the little stable door closing?
It wasn't the baby Jesus having sex. It was the grown man.
The stable door shutting.
No, but do you know
what the nativity scene?
Oh, that is brilliant.
The wise men saying, I can't believe we brought myrrh, we should have brought condoms.
Yeah. There's 2 for 1 offering, Boots.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking. With frankincense.
It's just that it's always awkward.
Should we apologise now to the Christian church as well?
So
Sorry, the little Chinese fellas, little Welsh fellas, and the little Christian fellas.
We haven't said anything wrong.
No.
It's like, you see, when I was growing
stable door. I love the idea that in Karl's world, he was born in a stable, just thought, I love this place. Yeah. I'm just going to stay here the rest of my days.
This is good here. Oh, brilliant.
But when I was watching telly with my mum and dad, I mean, it still happens now, right? My dad will sort of go, ruined. Good film ruined, right? Yeah. If some sex scene happens.
But what are we talking about sex scene? Are we talking about a kissing, or are we talking about penetration and looking at the camera? Going, are you enjoying this, Pilkingtons? What are we talking about? What is sort of extreme levels are we talking about?
Right, last time I was down there, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Meet Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black is a terrible film.
Yeah.
Right? There was good film, and then it's going to happen because like the music comes in. Brad Pitt's keeping quiet. A woman's eyeing him up.
Sure.
So my mum. My mum's worked it out already, and she's going. Anything on the other side, love?
She knows. She knows.
It's something's.
So you can be enjoying a film, and you can be an hour and 10 in, and then some spidey senses of one of them can go, should we turn it over? And the other one goes, yeah, all right.
Are you sure it's not them protecting you from scenes of sex? So that what they're thinking is, what if Karl gets the idea to have sex?
Yeah.
That could lead to procreation. We don't want any more like him. We've got to end the line here.
You sure it's not the doctor? Keep calling out going, you are keeping away from women, aren't you?
He must never find out.
Are you sure they're not embarrassed because they're watching a sex scene with their son?
It happens every time, right? There's 2 things that my mum does, right? It's that if there's sex scene on the telly, she'll go, anything on the other side, love? And the other thing she always says, if ever there's anything on the telly with Elvis in it, she goes, I like him, right? And we all know, we sat there, we know what she's going to say next.
Yeah.
So you don't even bother saying why, right? And she goes, he likes fat, ugly people.
He what?
He liked fat, ugly people. He didn't always go for like the good-looking fans in the crowd.
What Elvis did?
Yeah.
Right.
That was always the thing. And
I'm sorry. No, hold on. I don't know what we're doing now with our lives, Steve. Wait a minute. Right. So your mum says 2 things, right? She either says...
Is there anything else on the other side?
Or, I like Elvis. There's a pause because you know what she's going to say next. She says, he liked fat, ugly people. How often does this occur?
Well, because they've got Sky, there's a lot of those channels on. They're like the music channels. So Elvis always comes on. There's either an Elvis film, there's a classic hit by him on.
And she'll go, I like Elvis, he liked fat, ugly people. And what do you mean he liked fat, ugly people?
Is she a fat, ugly person?
Because there's that special Vegas show, isn't there, where he's dancing about, right? And he's got loads of scarves around his neck.
Towels.
Yeah. And he always hands them down to the fat, ugly ones. And I always say it's because they're the fat, they got a sweaty face because they can't, you know what I mean?
I don't know what world they live in.
I don't know how we've gone to this subject.
What sort of world are you got when you're watching his face? And what do you mean fat, ugly ones? You mean they're in the front, they're sweating a lot because they're a bit chubby?
So she thinks, is giving them a towel because it's
he's really going, wipe your face, you're putting me off, you fat cow. Stop sweating near me.
There's another one.
What?
So, hairy Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We haven't slagged off hairy Chinese kids. We slagged off Chinese. We didn't slag anyone off. We just said they really haven't got a town as such and they wear shoes. What do we say?
Yeah, little wooden shoes.
And what the
I just don't know how we got onto Elvis and big fat ugly women. I don't know I don't know how we sidestepped from the Last Temptation of Christ.
Did you see that fat girls and feeders
program?
Go
on a minute.
Eh?
What's
Tom Petty first.
Oh, brilliant. It's a great song. Breakdown.
How many
Tom
other
Petty.
radio shows have talked about Last Temptation of Christ, Chinatown, fat ugly women?
More than 60 minutes.
Exactly. Incredible. Sony Award winning.
I've always wanted a little owl on my desk. I'd like be doing work and there'd be a little owl there and I go, can you give me that pencil? And it just sort of goes over and gets me a pencil, goes, cheers, and it just watches me and it thinks I'm brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Not really, no.
No?
No, I've never had an urge to have any kind of animal sat on my desk.
No, Carl? You'd like a little owl, wouldn't you? That helped you?
No, I had a little magpie, didn't I? We've talked about that.
Oh, he came down and started pecking your grifter, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Maggie.
Sure.
Brilliant.
Inspired.
And you took it to school and it didn't come back
Didn't come back. Didn't see it again.
Oh, dear. Did it ever peck your head? Because you used to have hair, didn't you?
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I did. It started getting a bit violent.
Really?
Yeah.
But was it becoming sort of age when adolescence? Probably sexual frustration, sort, because I think magpies go for shiny objects, don't they? And you were probably sort of probably losing it a little bit then in the front, and so when the sun was out,
there's a bit of a sheen on the front.
They saw a glare and thought, I'll have that. Yeah. What is that? That's brilliant.
Yeah. Or as it was sort of pecking away, it mistook it for a tree.
Yeah, because of the noise.
Because of the noise. Yeah, the hollow sound.
Welcome, fellow mystery lovers, to a brand new season of Only Murders in the Building on Disney+.
These people could be killers.
Settle in for a tale of mobsters and murder.
We'd assumed murder.
We'll be joined by killer special guests Meryl Streep.
Let's talk murder.
And Renee Zellweger.
Oh. Please tell me you recorded that.
Only Murders in the Building. New season, now streaming exclusively on Disney+. 18+ subscription required. T's and C's apply.
Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in.
Yeah.
On, right? There was a woman about 4 houses down. Right? Rough. She's the one
She was, or the estate?
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Now, we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we covered. I think they get
That's
the
all you
idea
need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
No, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
What, toast and
just
horse droppings. Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to, she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think we described her as.
Look like a light bulb.
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. She used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what, was she, an engineer?
The weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What, was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know, like...
What do you mean popular things? They go, oh, I say, well, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken. But on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelided woman with the leggings.
And that's what I'm saying to you, though. That's when I read that story with people with trousers.
Yeah.
I went from that.
Yeah.
To a woman who used to have big eyelids. I still at the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right. Yeah.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house.
Yeah.
And
or
to say, well, that's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car, because he could hardly see. He had to have his head.
He had to tilt his head back to keep his eyes open.
Make sure! Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook. This began as educating Ricky.
I know,
so
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
But it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mentioned the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
Adverts.
No, all right. I had so much mash last night. I had so much sausage mash, second helpings, that I had to sit on the edge of a seat so my stomach could hang down. I love spuds. Spuds and bread. I could not do without spuds and bread.
I feel like maybe I could make my own bread. Spuds, I wouldn't know where to start with a spud.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're amazing. You can boil them, you can broil them.
Yeah.
I don't know what broiling is,
Nor do
but I suspect it's tasty.
I don't think it's as good as... I mean, obviously the chipped potato is...
For the working classes, the chip.
It was always on. The chip fat fryer was always on in my household. The ceiling, the death trap fire, polystyrene ceiling was yellow.
Exactly.
Come Wednesday in our house.
Yeah.
And, always had chips.
Because all I remember hearing, if I think back to my childhood, all I remember was, gotta stop and get some potatoes, or phone your dad, tell him to get some potatoes.
Well, that was your job, wasn't it?
Yeah, potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, it does concern me, because
what did you have to do? Didn't you have to fill a diary out for your teacher?
Do you know when you're at school? I don't know if you do the same thing, but you get like a little red book, right? And every night, I think it was a way of the teachers sort of keeping an eye on you. So if you went out robbing, if you wrote it in your diary, they'd go what you're playing at.
Sure.
Right? So you'd have to write down what you did every night.
Yeah.
But I didn't get up to that much at that point.
Sure.
I used to just go on my errands.
Yeah.
And it was my job to like...
I haven't heard errand since the 70s.
Nice to hear that.
I went to Phase, right, the little local supermarket. Yeah. And I got...
what's it called? Euthanasia? What? I did...
Phase.
New Phase.
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 Yeah.
H-U-G-H. Phase.
Oh, Phase is his name, right.
Yeah.
And I just had to get like a bag of potatoes.
Of course you did, yeah.
And a loaf.
Staple.
So I used to put that in my diary every day, and it got to a point when like even the teachers were like, just make something up.
Yeah.
Stop putting the same thing in.
Sure, start joyriding or something. Live.
I love the fact that he was fascinated by the strangest village in Britain, but the stories he's told us about where he comes from, there's him going around with two fellas with big heads, webbed feet, a little pigeon-chested bloke, him on his grifter with Maggie pecking at him, his dad in the telephone box nicking groceries, and a horse in the house next door. I mean, how strange was his upbringing? Yeah. And him hanging from his satchel. Unbelievable.
There's another woman who I remembered. Actually, I'll tell you later.
Go on, what?
I'll tell you later about another woman who I remembered.
What? Give us a teaser.
It's just a woman who rode around on a three-wheeled bike with her husband in a basket. Right, I'll tell you that. Right, and the final
you don't get
clip.
teasers like that on the other radio
That's a hell of a funeral service.
Right, listen.
Right, tell us about this woman.
Well, it was just because you were saying about the, our living.
We are broadcasting now, aren't we? This is actually going out. This is live. This isn't us sort of like...
Yeah, but you were just talking about how I lived in an odd village.
Yeah.
With kids with big heads and all that, right? And what I wanted to do...
What is that again? There's two kids with big heads.
Yeah, they just had sort of big heads and webbed hands and that. They went to my school. And when I spoke to my dad the other day, because I'm going out to see my mum and dad tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, have we got any school photographs with the big-headed kids in? And he said, no, nobody bought those sort of school photos because they were in it, so it was always a bit ruined. But I said, well, no. He said sales were, because he obviously talked to other dads and stuff like that, and he just said, no one bought them. But anyway, so
I would love them.
Yeah,
that's why I'd buy them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't stand out, would I? If it's on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, so I was talking about,
When you say they had big heads, what do you mean? Do they look like someone from Doctor Who?
They were just quite big.
But they weren't related?
No.
So why did two blokes with big heads and webbed feet?
I lived in a weird area. There was a chemical plant close by.
I can't believe you've never told us that before. That explains a lot. Not just the freaks in your neighbourhood, but
there was loads of weird stuff going on. There was this, like I said, there was this woman who used to like live in one of the council flats, right? And she had a three-wheeled sort of big, what do you call it?
Three-wheeled son. He was the weirdest bloke we ever knew.
What do you call it? Like a big tricycle, but for an adult rather than one for a kid. It was a big one.
It wasn't a motorbike though. It was a
no. It was a push bike thing.
Yeah.
And she used to sort of ride down the road with a fella sat in the basket on the back with his like legs dangling over, and they'd be going to like the pub and what have you.
Was it a different fella each time or the same one?
No, same.
Yeah,
little sort of bald-headed fella.
So it was in collection for like organs and things. Bring out your ill, and then people just throw Grandad just in the back and go, right, we get £4 for Grandad.
But she's
got a lovely pair of testicles on him. They're very low, but they
bring out your dead or nearly dead.
She used to pick on her husband quite a lot. They'd be in the pub and what have you, and they'd be sat by themselves, but she'd always be sort of, having a go at him, moaning at him, sort of pushing him about and that. So my dad and his mate, right, they went round to their house, knocked on the door, she answered, and he said he was a copper, right? He said, Detective Pilkington, gonna come in and have a word.
So I'm just going to make a note of impersonating a police officer.
But for the good, he went in and sort of now I've heard
superhero.
Yeah. I've heard you picking on your husband a lot. Yeah. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Do it again, and there'll be trouble. And she backed off after that. She was all right.
And how was the husband? Was he still in the basket though? Was he allowed to ever sort of like ride up front with her? Or was he just always in the bar?
She'd sort of stop picking on him in public places and stuff.
That's good.
You can't get done, can you, just for doing that?
I think impersonating a police officer
well, you probably did. There was no gain. I think you can't impersonate a police officer full stop, but I think they'd probably be lenient on him that he was, But let's face it, he's not going to be caught because why would anyone know about it? It's not like his son's going to say it on a radio station, is it? And stitch him right up.
Is this something you did generally? Kind of a little bit of light vigilante work?
Just whatever, him and his mate, just, if they saw something going on, they go, what can we do? Sure. What little scam can we do, or whatever.
That's fantastic.